Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the first things to do after setup on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what we want to do is let's unlock the phone. Now, what you guys can do next is connect to the Wi-Fi. So let's head over to the settings. Now in those settings, go to Wi-Fi, and here choose your network from available networks. For me, it'll be this one, and now I'll enter the password and I'll see you guys in a second. Now we are successfully connected to the network. We have the Wi-Fi now, and what we can do next is check for system updates, because it's very important to run the latest software on a new phone. So just swipe down until you see system and update, go to software update, and here it will check for updates automatically. As you guys can see, my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. So now moving on, we're gonna go over to the Play Store now. So let's open up the Play Store app, and here we're gonna go click sign in. It'll check the info. And now all we have to do is enter our email and then the password. So let's focus on entering our email now, and now click on next. After we click next, we need to prompt in our password. So I'll quickly do that off camera and I'll see you guys in another second. So now after entering the password, let's click next. And it should redirect us to this page. So here you will choose who will be using this exact device. So you can choose you or your child. So if you're setting it up for someone in your family that's already an adult or a teenager, then you will use the first one. But if somebody's a child, then you'll use this option right here. The options may vary. You may have to add an additional email, but we're gonna go with the first one, click next, and here agree to the terms of service. Now after that, we will need to enable the backup. The switch should be turned on already, but as you guys can see, if it's like that, then we need to make sure to enable it to back up our device data to our Google account. Now let's click on accept, and as you guys can see, we are successfully in the Google Play. Now all we have to do is verify our purchases. So we're going to click on use password and enter the Gmail password again. Now we just click on done, and as you guys can see, this crashed. So it's pretty normal if it crashes. It always happens either during the setup or after setup. So no worries, this isn't the only device that it happens on. And now we just need to click on our avatar right here, go to my manage apps and device, and here go to updates available. So click on see details. You will see every single app that has an update available. And now all we want to do is click on update all. Now we can leave the Google Play Store and it will update in the background. So as you guys can see, it's installing the first one. Now it's going to install the second one, and we can just leave the Play Store for now. And what we can do in the meantime, we can set up our screen lock. So let's open up the settings. Now let's leave the system and update and go to security and privacy. And as you guys can see, you will see that this device may be at risk because we haven't added the screen lock yet. So let's scroll down until we see security. Here we will have the device unlock and click on screen lock. Now here you can choose between numeric, alphanumeric, or a pattern. So it's totally up to you, but you need to use either three of those. I always go with numeric, and as you guys can see, your lock screen password cannot be retrieved if you forget it, and you will no longer be able to unlock your phone or view the phone data. So now let's click next, and here we need to enter the 6 digits, but you guys can also use a different password type, like 4 digits, 6 digits, 4 to 16 digits, alphanumeric, and a pattern. So I always go with 6 or 4, but I don't recommend using 4 digits because it's just less secure. Now 46 digits, you need to create a unique password that nobody else knows about, because you want your phone for yourself and not for everybody else. So I'll go with 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I will get the notification that this password is too common, and it will ask me if I want to use it anyway. And yes, I will, but do not copy the same password because it is very unsafe. Now, after you create your password, you just enter it again, and as you guys can see, password is required every 72 hours or when the phone restarts. So please remember this password, it cannot be retrieved if forgotten. So now let's click done, and here it'll ask us automatically if we want to turn on the fingerprint unlock. So let's click on enable and click on agree. Now we can click on add fingerprint, and here we can move our finger slowly, or you guys can just tap on it. So we can do that. We have 2 ways of doing it. Now our fingerprint has been added, and let's click on done. Now it will ask us if we want to add the face. So we get a 3-in-1 combo. So we're going to start off by the lock screen, the password, then we're going to move on to the fingerprint, and lastly the face. So now let's click on add, click on agree, and here we will have the information to enroll our face. Now let's click on add now, and we need to keep our face within this frame right here, and I'll quickly do that off camera. The process is not long, it should take from 3 to 15 seconds. And as you guys can see, when you not do it in time, then you will see that it failed to add the face data because no face was detected. So I'll see you guys in a second. As you guys can see, I have successfully added the face unlock. Now let's click on done, and we have every single thing set up. But the last one, the theft protection, here, as you guys can see, I would recommend you guys enabling the theft detection lock. So when somebody takes your phone, as you guys can see here, you have an entire explanation. Somebody just takes your phone randomly, then it speeds away, the phone can actually see that, and the screen will basically be locked. But if your device isn't stolen, just unlock as usual, so like using your PIN or password. It's not a lock, you can still unlock your phone like usual, but if the robber or a thief just does not know your password, then you're gonna be safe. But if he does, then you're not that safe, and that detection lock won't do anything. So let's click on OK, and that's basically everything set up from here. Now let's test everything out. We're gonna start off by testing our PIN code. Everything works fine. Now moving on to the fingerprint, it also works fine. And now for the face, I need to put it like that. As you guys can see, it automatically unlocked. So now we can just swipe up. So everything's working. Now after setting it all up, what we can do is we can set up the Google Pay. So let's hit up the Play Store. As you guys can see, in the meantime that we was setting up every single protection for our device lock, everything has downloaded on our device. Now we can simply go to search and search for Google Pay. So we're gonna search for Google Pay. We're gonna see a Google Wallet, and as you guys can see, sometimes it's not pre-installed, but in this case it is. So if it's not, then download it right here. It should take less than 15 seconds, and make sure to ignore these sponsored apps. Now let's click on open, and it will automatically choose an account to use with the Google. And since we only have one account and we haven't added multiple accounts, then there was no other choice, so it went straight to the app. But if you have more than one account logged in, then you guys can choose between accounts. Now let's click on view wallet, and here we can allow the wallet to send us notifications. Now we're gonna scroll down, and here we have every single loyalty programs, passes, clubs, and practically anything. It's also region dependent. So for an example, if you do not have some shops, just like me, then it's totally normal. You will see different shops right here depending on your region. And now let's click on the plus button right here. Here we can add the payment card, transit pass, loyalty card, gift card, or anything else like the QR codes, or stuff like that. So now let's go over and add a payment card. Let's click on new credit or debit card. As you guys can see, I already have a card saved on my Google account that we used to pay for something in the Google Play. We used it on Chrome or anything else. Now let's click on new credit or debit card. And as you guys can see here, we can enter the details manually or just click on it here and scan the card. We just have to line it up with the frame, like the front and the back, but I like to enter the details manually. So here we can enter the card number. So for an example, let's enter it like that. And now I'll stick to it now. Here, let's add the expiration date. And let's add it like that. Now the security code, something random. Here we can just click on save and continue, and our card will be added into Google Pay, and we will be able to pay with our phone. So now for the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over into the settings, and in those settings, let's go over to the battery settings. So we are here right up top. Let's scroll down until we see the battery. And now here we have a lot of modes. So the first one is the balance mode that we will use on a daily basis. Power saving mode, which we're only going to use if our battery is less than 25%, or if we're just going to save a battery for the entire day. So it's totally up to you. And high performance mode, our phone will be much faster, but it can heat up faster too, and it can take up a lot of battery. And even though that it says there's a 1 hour and 5 minutes difference between the balanced mode and the high performance mode, it can go down way faster, so I would not recommend checking it right here. It's all dependent on how long you're planning to use the phone on the performance mode or the balance mode. So now, here we have the modes. We can turn it on. We can turn on the high performance mode. And now we can scroll down. Also here we have the super power saving mode. You will only have up to 6 apps, and the phone will last much longer. So it all depends on which apps you want to add. And if you want to add an app like any other game, YouTube, Instagram, then your battery will definitely not be super saved. So now let's scroll down here. As you guys can see here, we have the battery usage. Since we cannot see it clearly because we have just set up our phone, after a couple of days you will see how many percentage each app uses. So here we have the power saving settings. Now the first one is the power saving mode. So as you guys can see, automatically exit power saving mode when it's charged to 50% or fully charged. So I recommend you guys enabling it. And here we have automatically enter the power saving mode. So enable it. And I always like to set the battery at 25%. So 20 is the normal amount for every other phone. Like, I haven't seen a phone that goes to a power saving mode on 25%, but I feel like 20 is just not much, and 25 is the percentage that you can actually save. So now let's scroll down and make sure that you use the sleep standby optimization. So when you're not using it, the device will detect it, so it learns from your patterns, like you're sleeping from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Then it's 6 hours, and then it can go into the sleep. You will not see the app notifications, or they will be just delayed, and it will use the less power. So that's why we want to use it. And here we have the video battery saver. As you guys can see, we can enable it. And what it does exactly is right here. So it optimizes the battery usage when exported video apps is draining the battery. So this may of course impact the video quality and the audio quality, but you can save a lot of battery watching videos. Here at the bottom we have the app battery management. Here let's click on, let's say, Google one, and here we can restrict the background activity, allow it, or smart mode. So now let's leave the power saving settings. Here we have battery health. So our maximum capacity is basically something that we have with a battery whenever it's charged to 100% and we have 100% of our maximum capacity, then we can use up to 100% of our battery. But if it's less than 80%, like 80%, then we can use only 80% of that. And basically our battery is shrinking over time. The battery life is definitely decreasing. So whenever it goes from 100 to, let's say, 80, then charging up to 100 is pointless because you won't have the 20% because it's already gone. Now here we have the smart charging. Here you guys can enable it. Basically it will extend the battery life and slow down battery aging. And basically it learns from our patterns, like whenever we charge it. So let's say from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. it's a 6-hour charge. It will go slowly and it will reach the 80%. Then it's just like, let's say, iPhone. So it charges up to 80% in 30 minutes, but then it slows down and charges the rest of the 20% in 30 minutes too. So now, move on. Here we have the custom charging limit. As you guys can see, you cannot use smart charging while using the custom charging limit. And here you guys can set it up to 100. It's pretty pointless. Or you guys can set it up to, let's say, 80%. And if you go to 80%, then definitely your battery life will increase. But you will still use only 80% even if you have 100% of the capacity, because you just simply won't charge up to 100%, only 80. So as you guys can see, that's it for the battery, and that's it for the video. So I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Morning guys, in front of me is OPPO Find X9 Pro, and let me show you how to perform a virus scan. So at first locate and open your phone manager, then mark viruses, and here click on scan again. Now wait till the scan is done, then you will be informed if your device is secure or if there is any threat detected, but as you can see in my case everything is good. Thank you for watching, please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to fix battery percentage not showing on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is go over into the settings. As you guys can see, I do not have my battery here. I didn't have it while I'm in the control center. So how to show it? We need to go into the settings and you'll probably go into the battery. Here we do not have it. So we cannot find it here, but we can find it in notifications and quick settings. After going here, we're going to go into the status bar. And as you guys can see, here we have the battery style. For an example, we can even hide it completely. We have a loop, vertical or horizontal, and here we have the battery percentage. We can show it inside the battery icon, outside the battery icon, or however we like. So now, as you guys can see, we have our battery percentage. It's at 64% now, and this is how you guys can do that. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Good morning guys, today we've got here OPPO Find X9 Pro, and let me show you how to use secret codes. So if you wish to use secret codes, you have to open your phone dialer, as this is the panel in which they should be entered. The first one pretty simple, also the short one is *#06#. This one is super useful because anytime you need your IMEI number right now is the quickest way to reach it. So once you need to check your warranty or whatever and you need this number, just enter the code and it's right in front of you. As you can see, also EID number is included here. Tap on OK to exit. Then another code that you can use here is *##426 ###. And this is FCM diagnostic panel in which you can check events and status. If you'll tap on more icon, you can explore more information, just mark advanced view, and here it is. And that's it for this one. And the last one that I would like to show you today, it's *## again, 225 ###. And here you've got the calendar info. So all calendars connected with this device, all the events included there would be displayed right here in one place. So from now on, It's super easy to stay up to date, to be aware of the all upcoming events and not to forget about them. So that's it. Actually, these are all codes that I wanted to show you. Use them this way whenever you need. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to unblur action photos on your OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro smartphones. So sometimes the photos we take come out a little bit blurry, and we of course want to remove this blur somehow, which usually takes a lot of time in different editing programs. But thankfully, the OPPO prepared an AI feature that will do everything for us. So all you have to do to unblur your photo is select a photo in your gallery, then tap the pencil icon right here, then select AI editor, and in AI editor select a unblur feature and let the AI do the rest. It's gonna take a little while. And now let's look at the results. Well, we can see some we can surely see some progress here. Let's compare to the original one. Well, you can clearly see that this object here is unblurred. It's not a perfect result, but still you can see some that AI actually managed to make this photo look much better. Even the farther away objects look more clear than on the original one. Tap done, then confirm, then save your photo either as a copy or replace the original one. And so that's how you use the unblurring feature on your OPPO smartphone. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix touchscreen not responding on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is remove the screen protector or a case because it can cause the interference, and let me explain why. So I do not have a case on this particular device, but whenever we have a case, and as you guys can see, we have those little bezels. If the case is covering them and it's covering a part of the screen, then that can make your touchscreen become less responsive over time. So we definitely do not want that. Now, what you guys want to do next is, let me explain the screen protector. When you have a poor quality screen protector or it's just misaligned, then it can also cause the screen unresponsiveness. And now what you guys can do next is grab your microfiber cloth or a soft cloth if you have one, and then just swipe the screen until it's clean. After that, what you guys can do is restart the phone. So hold the power button and the volume up button. Now swipe up to restart it. And I'll see you guys once the phone restarts. Now, after the phone restart, let's enter the password if you have one. And then what you guys can do as a last resort is update your software. So open up the settings app. Now scroll down until you guys see system and update. And here click on software updates right up top. As you guys can see, it's checking for updates automatically. And I have the latest versions. So if you do not have one, then I recommend you guys updating it, because it's very important to keep up with the software updates. That's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to remove reflections from photos on OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro smartphones. So let's open a photo in our Photos app. This one has many light reflections on it. Yeah, basically the reflection remover tool that is pre-installed on this phone that I want to show you in this video will remove things like here and there. You can see how the light reflects on the objects in the background. that make us lose the focus on the object in the middle. Of course, this reflection will also be, well, kind of blurred but let me show you how exactly it does its job. So tap on the pencil icon and go to AI editor and swipe to remove reflections option. Then just tap on it and the AI will do its job by itself. So it detected the reflections and it removed it from the screen, and now we can clearly focus on the object in the middle. If you compare both of the photos, we can see that there is much less light in the background of the photo. And now tap done, and now we can, if you want to remove the reflection of an object, you can use the AI eraser tool. And now let's draw a line around the object that we want to remove from the photo. So like this, and more or less it did its job. So yeah, so now the reflection is removed. Not perfectly, I think we could make a couple of adjustments here, but generally speaking, yeah, now the work is done. Now we can save it as a copy and compare it to the original. So that's basically how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix noise during calls on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is check the volume during a call using the side buttons. So we have them right here. You guys can easily change the volume, and if you're in an active call, then it only works there, because in the settings you cannot find it. And as you guys can see, we have the sound and vibration. We cannot change it in the volume section. So what you guys can do now is disable Bluetooth to rule out any connected devices like your headphones, car, or anything else. So if your Bluetooth switch is blue, then make sure that it turns gray. That means you have successfully disabled the Bluetooth. And what you guys can do next is, as you guys can see, this little spacing, this is our earpiece. We can try and clean the earpiece with a soft brush. I do not have one on me right now, but you guys can clean it, and then you guys can try and test it with another call or an app. So for an example, you will use your phone app, and instead of the phone app, then you will use WhatsApp, Instagram, anything that supports the call system. What you guys can do next is restart the phone. So hold the power button and the volume up button. Now scroll up to restart, and your phone should start restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second after it restarts. Now after the restart, what you guys can do is check for the software updates to fix any glitches. So go to the settings. In those settings, scroll all the way down until you guys see system and update, and here click software update. As you guys can see, it will check for updates automatically, and my version is up to date. But if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest software. That's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily fix Wi-Fi not working on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is toggle Wi-Fi off and on in the settings. So open up the settings app. Now here we want to go into the Wi-Fi, and here we have the Wi-Fi switch. Now it's disabled, and now we need to wait a couple of seconds, and after like 5 seconds we can enable it back. So after doing that, if there's still some issues, what you guys can do is forget the network that you're using by clicking on it, clicking forget, and clicking remove. Now we need to log into the same network, so I'll quickly do that off camera. Now what we need to do is click save, and as you guys can see, we are back and we are connected to the Wi-Fi. Now if this doesn't work, then we still can restart our phone and the router. so I do not have a router near me, but I can show you how to easily restart the phone. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now we need to swipe up to restart it, and as you guys can see, now our phone is being restarted. So now all we have to do is just wait. Now after the restart, what we can do as a last resort is check for software updates. So let's open up the settings, and in the settings app we want to scroll down all the way until we see system and update. Now we want to click on software update, and here we need to make sure that we are running the latest version of our software. If we don't, then we may have a lot of glitches, including the Wi-Fi not working. So I'd recommend you guys to keep up with the newest version on your phone. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix the ghost touch problem on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, if you've got a case or a screen protector, remove it, and let me tell why. Basically, first, you need to remove the screen protector only if it's misaligned, if it's poorly applied, or if it's just a bad quality one. Now, for the case, if, as you guys can see here, we have these screen bezels. They are very small, but even if they are small, the case can still go over them and cover a part of the screen. And what happens after you basically try and, let's say this finger right here, as you guys can see, we cannot move the phone in any other direction. We will just do what we can do with two fingers. So you will just have an unusable phone. As you guys can see, let me get rid of the finger. Now we can do that, but would we have one finger placed already? Then we cannot. So this is how it will look like. And even if something's on your screen, then the ghost touch still may appear. So for an example, ghost touch will be here. You will open up the camera over and over. So we definitely do not want that. Now, it may be because your screen is just dirty. So try and grab a microfiber cloth and give it a few swipes. So don't be too hard, don't go too hard on the device, don't be harsh, but just clean it gently until you see that there's no fingerprints, no moisture, no anything. After that, as a last resort, what you guys can do is go over into the settings, and right here in the settings app, just go over, swipe all the way to the bottom, go to system and update, and click on software update. Here, you need to make sure that you're running the latest version. As you guys can see, my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix speaker not working on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over to the settings, and here in the settings, let's go over to the sound and vibration. Now here we want to check the volume levels if everything's correct, and as you guys can see, my volume levels are okay. Now if your volume levels are okay and the speaker is still not working, then what you guys can do is try cleaning the speaker grills. So here we have it at the bottom. Now we want to be gentle with it. We want to use a soft brush, and we don't want to use anything metallic because we can only damage them even more, and we definitely do not want it. Now, what you guys can do next is make sure that Bluetooth is disabled to make sure that audio is not rerouted anywhere else. So my Bluetooth is already turned off, but when I turn it on, I will see my device name and available devices. So we definitely want to disable it so we see nothing and that the switch is gray. Now, in this way, we made sure that audio is not being rerouted to any headphones, car system, or practically anything Bluetooth related. Now after that, what you guys can do is, as a last resort, update your software. So updating your software can fix a lot of glitches, including this one. And to update it, we need to scroll all the way down in the settings, go to the system and update, and then click software update right up top. Here, as you guys can see, my version is up to date, so that means I'm running the latest version of the software. But if you see the button to update it to a newer version, then make sure to hit the button and make sure to install it on your device as fast as possible. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info. Today I'm going to tell you how to fix the face unlock when it's not working on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. At first, have your phone unlocked. And what I do recommend doing at first is to get yourself the microfiber cloth or soft cloth, not necessarily microfiber, and clean the camera sensor. Here. Now, as you can see, wait a moment, the rest of the phone doesn't have to be clean. The most important thing is that camera here should be clean. Now you can check if your face unlock does work. If it does, that's nice, but if it doesn't, we have to go to the settings, go straight to the safety and security and privacy. Yes, security and privacy, and go to the device unlock. Here, if we are in the device unlock, we have to tap on the face and fingerprint unlock. Tap face, enter your lock screen password, and now what you have to do is to tap delete face data. Tap delete and tap add face back again. Tap add now and keep your face within the frame over here. As you can see, that's it. We didn't have to do anything else. Tap done, and now let's check if it does work. It does. If it doesn't work for you, wait a moment. If it doesn't work for you, what I do recommend is to ensure good lighting during setup and use. As because when we have good lighting, everything will be clear for our camera to detect. And because our phone does not have LiDAR, as the iPhones, for example, does have. And as the final thing, if it doesn't work for you still, is to go straight to the settings over here, go to the main menu of the settings, and scroll all the way down to the system and update. Here tap software update. And now, here you have some pending update your phone, because here you may have fixed your just bugs. Because sometimes OPPOs and every other companies release quick security patches or just bug patches, etc. And it might be for you. And actually, that's it for this video. Goodbye and have a nice day.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily fix the low volume problem on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is turn on the phone. Now, what you guys can do is adjust the media volume in the settings. So let's go over to the settings, and right here go to sound and vibration. After that, you'll see the volume section right here, and here you guys can adjust the volume up to your preference. But since we have the problem with the low volume, we wanna somehow max it out. So as you guys can see, this setting right here needs to be maxed out. And after maxing it out, what we can do is we can go over to the do not disturb option, and we need to make sure that do not disturb is disabled, because it can also make our sound or the volume lower, because we will not receive any sound when new notifications come in, and we will not have even the sound of somebody calling us. So now what you guys can do after that is clean the speaker grills. So we have the speaker grill right here. We want to clean it thoroughly, make sure that it's not dirty inside, that there's no debris, no dirt, and that it's clean. After that, what you guys can do is restart your phone. So we can do that by pressing the power button and the volume up button, and now we can swipe up to restart the device. So now it's restarting, and I'll see you guys in a second after it's done. So now, after the phone restart, we need to enter the password if you have one. And after that, as a last resort, what you guys can do is update your software to fix any audio glitches. So let's go over to the settings. And in those settings, we want to scroll all the way down until we see System and Update. Now here we want to click on Software Update, and it will check for updates automatically. So as you guys can see, I have the latest version of my ColorOS, but if you don't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to keep your software up to date. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the instant visual search on your OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro. So the first thing that you want to do is go over into the settings. Now in the settings, search for the snap key. And now click on the snap key right here. After you click on it, you will see the snap key. So this is our little action button on the left side. And what we can do next is select snap to mind space. Now, you'll probably have it selected as do not disturb or turn it off completely, but we want to set it to snap to mind space. Now, let's go over and use it for, let's say, Instagram, as you guys can see. Now, let's go over and tap our snap key. As you guys can see, it's analyzing and it should be done in less than 5 seconds. Now we just click on our dynamic island and click on content added. Here we can ask the questions. So this is what we want to do. This is our instant visual search. And here we can try asking the AI to how to update Instagram, what is Instagram's update size, and can Instagram updates use, and it's probably mobile data. So let's ask how to update Instagram. As you guys can see, you get a short response and you get everything that was on the screenshot, like the estimated size of the update is 101 megabytes. Here you guys can, what is the purpose of updating Instagram? And it's probably to stay on the latest version. And as you guys can see, we can ask its questions. Now we can ask our question. So how to uninstall Instagram. So it should give us the answer. And as you guys can see, is the AI that tells us what to do on both of the devices. It's not optimized for only OPPO device. You still get the iOS tutorial, but it's because my prompt was really bad. And as you guys can see, this is how we can easily do it. Here we have our screenshot, here we have the info about the Instagram update, and now this is how you guys can easily ask the questions just by snapping and asking. That's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hi guys, in front of me is OPPO Find X9 Pro, and let me show you how to fix app crashing. So, if you have problem with some particular app, there are several steps that you can take to resolve the problem. The first one is to force stop. So to do it, just open settings, then enroll apps, go to app management, pick the app that you have this problem with, and mark force stop. Tap on force, and that's it. Now try to reopen it, and it should work properly. If it still doesn't, let's check if there is any update for this app, because maybe there is some new version and then the old one is not working properly. To do it, just open your Play Store. Actually, I am logged out from my Google account. However, just open it and check the the updates, and if there is an update, just download it and install, then your app should work properly. But if it still doesn't work, you can delete some app and then download it again. So to do it, just mark the app, can be WhatsApp for example, mark and hold, and mark uninstall, not remove but uninstall. And now again you need to open your Play Store once you're logged in, and also if your device is connected to Wi-Fi, otherwise it will be not possible, and then download this app, then reuse it. And the last step, but actually you can take it as first as well, is to force restart of your device, because maybe there is some internal issue which can be resolved pretty quickly just by resetting the phone. To do it, just tap on power button and volume up button, hold it for around 10 seconds. You can also switch it off and turn on, or smoothly restart like this, however you prefer. Unlock your device and check if the app is working. So that's it, that would be all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix microphone not working on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is clean the microphone port with a non-metallic tool. So, do not use anything like that or like that. I know these are only the SIM card trays, but still do not use anything metallic, as it can only damage the phone. So, just like that, you know what I mean. You can easily destroy your phone if you're trying to mess with the microphone port right up down here, and you can damage it so the microphone won't even work, even if you thought it was already that it wasn't and it was something else than the destroyed port. So do not use anything metallic to put into the phone. You can use a soft brush for example, but nothing that has metal with it. So next, what you guys can do is test the mic in a voice recorder app. So as you guys can see, we're gonna open up our phone and go over to tools. Now let's click on recorder, and here click on agree and continue, and here we can start the recording. Let's allow the notifications. As you guys can see, our microphone is working. We even have a transcription right here of everything we say. And now I'll stop talking for a couple of seconds. And as you guys can see, everything is fine. So now we can stop the recording. And now what can we do if our microphone is still not working? Is basically restart the phone. So hold the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now swipe up, and now our phone is being restarted. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now after the phone restart, what you guys can do is update your software. So let's unlock the phone and go over to the settings. And after going into the settings, let's scroll down all the way to the bottom until you guys see the system update. Now click on software update and it will check for updates automatically. As you guys can see, I have the latest version of the software, but if you don't, then I recommend you guys updating it, because it's very important to keep your software up to date. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily fix the screen flickering on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is adjust the brightness in the settings. So let's unlock our phone. Now let's go into the settings, and right here in the settings we should be seeing display and brightness. So let's click here, and now here we can change our brightness. So as you guys can see, we can adjust it pretty much however we like. And now what we can do after that is make sure that auto brightness is disabled. Here we don't need to change anything. As you guys can see, you guys can try and change the screen refresh rate, although I think that 60 Hz will just feel a lot worse. So as you guys can see, this is much worse if you've got the feeling of 120 already. So now let's leave those settings, and after that what you guys want to do is go to the Play Store and download an app called the Screen Dimmer and then OLED Saver. Now ignore the sponsored one, it's the paid app, it's less than $1, but still ignore it. Download the free app, and it's only 1 MB, so the installing takes less than 5 seconds. Let's click on open, and here let's allow the permissions. So the first one is to modify the system settings. It's basically a permission to control the brightness, and this one is basically whenever we enable an overlay, so for an example keyboard or any other stuff. So now we need to grant permission for notifications just to see it on the display bar, but you will see it only after you enable the service. So now let's go over, and here you guys can also change the brightness just by clicking on it. So if you do not like it, you guys can simply disable the service. And as a last resort, what you guys can do is check for software updates in the system. So click on the settings. Now let's scroll all the way down until we see system and update, and go to the software update. As you guys can see, my software is up to date, but if yours isn't and you have a button to download and install it, then I recommend you guys installing it because you need to keep up with the latest version. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to erase unwanted objects from your photos made on OPPO X9 and X9 Pro. So all you need to do for that is enable your camera, and let's take a beautiful image of this one artificial plant. Okay, so here is the photo itself, and now I can see that there are objects that I may want to erase from this photo. Now how do I do this? Just tap on the photo that you made, tap on the pencil icon, then go to AI editor, and now we want to erase some objects. So let's select AI eraser, and now you can either choose smart-less, so paint over, or remove people, which is just a specific option for removing people that you don't want to see in this photo. So now let's try to use the smart-less. So feature first, and let's select this object we don't need. Okay, now let the AI recognize the object in the background and erase it. And now let's also use the paint over feature. So let's paint over the other objects that we don't want to see in this photo. Let the AI recognize it and erase it from this photo. Oh, it's just replace it with something else, but we can still do something in here. Let's see how it does its job. Now it's fairly well. Okay, and now let's erase the rest like this. Let's just paint over all the rest we may want to erase. Okay, we just made a totally different photo, but still, I hope that you just figured out. And yeah, this feature lets you change the paintbrush size, and now we can tap compare to see what this photo used to look like and what it looks like right now. So now let's tap down, and as you can see, we basically got rid of a few objects on this photo, and here is the new photo. Let's replace the original, and so that's basically how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix when your pattern lock is not recognized on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So, actually this is a very common glitch on the OPPO phones, and to bypass this glitch, actually, the first thing we have to do is to contact device support. The official device support at the OPPO website, or the certified service, authorized certified service of OPPO's, and pay, maybe not pay if it's a glitch, but just have our phone unlocked. But if you just forgot your pattern lock or just don't really care about your data, I do have the better way for you. Instead of waiting a couple of days without access to your phone, click your power button and volume up button, click both of them actually simultaneously at the same time, and hold this circle to power off. Move actually. Now when our phone is powered off, we can hold the power button, which is here, and the volume down button. When you see the OPPO logo, you can lower the pressure on the power button and just hold the volume down button. This will make us go straight to the recovery mode. As I told you earlier, contact the brand support for further assistance, but as for the basic one, we can go here, select the language, which is here, English, click the power button in format data, enter here the verification code, just rewrites this here, and now you'll have your phone formatted 100%. But you have to remember about one thing. You will have to log in back to your own account, Google account that was previously logged in, to gain access to this phone. This is called the FRP Google Log, and this is a blockage where if somebody will steal your phone and would have access to it. This is just a stop sign to the robber. You know you can't use this phone because here you have the FRP lock. Yes, there are bypasses to this FRP lock, but that's not about this video. Is not about it. We have to focus on that. You have to remember your password to your Google account and enter this password when you will be setting up your phone back again. And yes, you'll lose all your data, everything that you have on your phone stored, photos, videos, etc. And actually, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like under this video. If you have your phone now unlocked, please let me know in the comments. Goodbye! Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix your phone and what to do when you have forgotten your lock screen password. So let's attempt at first that we have our phone blocked. Here, as you can see, we have our phone locked. Tap forgot password over here. And as you can see, here they have information. Your password cannot be retrieved if you forget it. You can contact our official after sales service to have your phone restored. So actually, if you don't want to lose your data, please contact your OPPO service, authorized service. They will do it. Maybe it will cost you much, but you won't lose your data if you really want to not lose data. But if you don't really care about data, we can do something else. At first, power off your phone by clicking the volume up and power button and going to power off. Now wait a moment, for example 10 to 20 seconds, maybe 10 at maximum, and now hold the power and volume down button. If you see your phone turning on, just hold the volume down button. Now, as you can see, we have some Chinese, as you can see, text, where you can click volume down to go to English. Now click power button to confirm, and now we do have something here, format data, reboot device or power off. Click the power to click format data, and now we have to enter the verification code 2466. And after entering this code, we'll have our phone completely formatted, and we'll lose all our data and we'll have to set up our phone back again. But remember about the FRP, Google FRP. This is a limit for somebody who can steal your phone and format it. They can't use your phone and have the access to your data, because when you set up your phone, you will have to log in. You must log into your account that was previously logged into over here. And yeah, this is as you can see the FRP, and actually that's it. If you don't want to lose your data, as I said, go to the authorized service center with proof of ownership and contact the brand support for account recovery options. But as for the data loss ways, this is the one and this is the best. Now, as you can see, our phone is locked, so I have to wait 20 more seconds. But as for this video, that's it. Have a nice day and goodbye.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily fix no sound during calls on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, what you guys want to do is unlock the phone. So, as you guys can see, here we have it. Now, what we can do first is check the volume levels during a call. So, when you're on a call with somebody on the device, then you can just simply turn the volume up. So, as you guys can see, here we have the media volume. For an example, you guys can change it right here. And now let's go over to the settings. And in those settings, we're gonna go over and scroll down until we see sound and vibration. Now, as you guys can see, we do not have the option to change the call volume in the settings. You can only change that while being on an active call. So, call up somebody and try changing it, see if it works. And next, go over to the control center and make sure that Bluetooth right here is disabled. So now our Bluetooth is enabled because we have the switch on the color blue. Now the switch is gray, and that means the Bluetooth is turned off. Now basically, while disabling the Bluetooth, we are ruling out connected devices. So for an example, your headphones that you're not wearing, you being connected to a car or something or anything Bluetooth related. So now after that, what you guys can do is try and test another call or an app. So what I mean by that is clean your earpiece with a soft brush, try cleaning it out, try getting rid of any debris, moisture, even the dirt, basically anything that you can get rid of, and then try and hop on a call without using, let's say, the phone app right here. But instead of that, you guys can use, let's say, even Instagram. You guys can use any app that supports the call systems, even WhatsApp. So what you guys can do next is restart the phone. To restart the phone, all you guys have to do is press the the power button and the volume up button. Now, as you guys can see, we can restart it by swiping up or power it off by swiping down. So we need to make sure that our screen turns black and green. Now we can let go of our finger and our phone is now restarting. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now, after the restart, what you guys can do as a last resort is check for software updates. So let's go over and open up the settings. And right here, we want to scroll a bit down until we see system update. Now let's go over to software update right up top, and it will check for updates automatically. As you guys can see, my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to update your software. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix when your screen rotation is not working on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So actually, this is quite easy. At first, turn on your phone and unlock it. Here, now go to the control panel over here. So swipe from the top right corner to the middle, somewhere here. And now you have to search for the screen auto rotate. As you can see, it's here. Tap it to disable it and enable it back again. If you don't see this icon over here, tap this pen icon and find it somewhere here, as you can see, with this plus, and find it over here. Here, as you can see, you have this list of the icons. Tap done, and as I said, disable and enable the auto rotate. Now this should work. If it doesn't work on your, for example, home screen, go to the different kind of applications, like for example camera, check if it does work here. As you can see here, it does. So the gyroscope does work. Let's test this in Facebook. Here it did work because I've seen this for a moment on the Instagram. I think that the Instagram doesn't work horizontally. So yeah, let's for example test Gmail. It does. So actually, if you do see that gyroscope does work but not in the home screen, and that's how it should supposed to do in your version of the Android. But if it doesn't work in pardon me, every single application, what I do recommend is to click the power button and volume up button and hold it to restart. This should reset our sensor, for example, as I said, gyroscope, and yeah. This is a quick fix that is recommended for every single phone. Just restart it. As you can see, it takes some time, but now we can unlock, and now we should be able to use screen rotation. But now, if you still aren't able to use the gyroscope and screen rotation, you have to go straight to the, wait a moment, to the settings over here, scroll all the way down to the system and update, not here, system and update, tap software update, and update your phone if you do have any pending updates. It's because sometimes companies do release the security patches or the security patch fixes, and this should work for you. Here, as I can see, to have the latest version. If you don't have the latest version, wait for the update, or just leave your phone at the local authorized device support and service. And that's it for this video. Goodbye and have a nice day. Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix no SIM card detected on your OPPO Find X9. So actually this is an easy fix. At first, prepare yourself, as I can see, this SIM card ejector, and put this needle straight here. Now when it's kind of opened, put this out. And now, as I can see, we have to remove and reinsert our SIM carefully. So now when it's removed, we can put this back here. Now we should be good to go. But if you aren't good to go, what I do recommend is to remove our SIM back again here in this hole and take a microfiber cloth, for example like this one. Now remove your SIM card straight from the tray actually. We can use the same needle and put this here. Now when our SIM card is in our hands, we can carefully clean our SIM card here. As I can see, without any alcohol, just with the microfiber cloth. Now we should be done. Apart from that, we can test the SIM in the another phone, for example our colleague's phone, to confirm the functionality. If our SIM does not work at all, we have to contact the carrier to confirm that our SIM is active, and if it's not active, we have to get another one. But if it is active on another phone and not on ours, let's move to the next step. But let me at first put my SIM card straight to the tray. Now it's on the tray, and let me put this in my phone. Now let me unlock my phone, and the next step here is going into the settings. Here in the settings, go down to the system and update, tap it, tap software update, and now if you have any update your phone, please update your phone. It's because maybe OPPO has released any quick patch fix for the connectivity issues, and this should fix our phone. But if we don't have any updates, here we have to go back and tap here system and update back again, and tap backup and reset. Here tap reset phone and tap the first option. Verify your identity with, as you can see, passcode, and tap reset. This will reset all the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and mobile network settings and should fix our issue. But if your issue isn't fixed yet, you have to contact the device, OPPO device support, to fix your phone, because you know that your SIM card works on the other phone. And that's it. Hope it helps you and have a nice day. Goodbye! Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how to fix auto brightness on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So, at first you need to unlock your phone. Here, now when we do have our phone, we have to go straight to the settings over here. Now, scroll down to the display brightness, and now here, as you can see, we have auto brightness. Disable it, set it to the maximum value or the minimum value, and enable it. If you disable and enable it, this should refresh and work. As you can see, mine did. What about yours? If yours didn't work, you have to now take any microfiber cloth, for example like this one, and wipe the area of the camera over here. Apart from that, remember about the screen protectors, as because when you do have the screen protector on your phone which is covering the camera, your auto brightness proximity sensor wouldn't work. I mean, not proximity sensor, but it's connected with the auto brightness and the light sensor actually. Now we can check if it does work. As you can see, mine does. If yours still doesn't, what I do recommend is to click the volume up and power button and hold this circle to the restart and restart your phone. This may take a while, something about 30 seconds, but this will fix our phone probably and refresh the sensors. For example, as I said, the light sensor. Now, when our phone is unlocked, we can, when for instance we can unlock it and check if it does work by covering the camera. Or or just going back into the settings and checking manually if it would work. Mine does. If yours still doesn't, what I do recommend is to go straight to the system and update, tap software update, and update your phone if you do have any updates. As you can see, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi, so let me quickly connect to the Wi-Fi and check if I do have any software updates. It's necessary to update your phone from time to time, just because of the patches. As you can see here, we can have the fixed patches. You can see now we don't because they had the version of the date, but sometimes OPPO does release these security patches or just bug fixes, and yet here we don't have any patches, but might have any patch and install it. And that's why I always recommend to stay on the latest version. That's it, how it helps you, and have a nice day. Goodbye! Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix that your fingerprint sensor is not working on your OPPO Find X9. So actually this is a Pro model, I forgot to mention it, but this is the Pro model. And at first, to fix it, prepare yourself a microfiber cloth. Clean the area of the fingerprint sensor over here and check if it does work. It should. Let's check if it does. As I can see, it still doesn't. So this is not that good issue now. So we have to do something else. Apart from the cleaning the fingerprint sensor with a soft cloth, we can go to the settings. Here, scroll down to the security and wait a moment, where was that? Security and privacy over here. Scroll down to the device unlock and go down to the face and fingerprint unlock. Tap fingerprint, draw your lock screen pattern or pin code, and here tap these three dots near your fingerprint added. Tap delete, add a fingerprint, new fingerprint, and do the same process that you have done earlier, but for the another finger, as I can see. I mean, not for another finger, just re-register your fingerprint. But as for the test, you can try adding another finger. Now, as I can see, we have fingerprint added. We can tap done, click this power button to lock and check if it does work. Now, as I can say, it does. But if it still doesn't work for you, remove any screen protectors, any cases that may cause the interference with your screen. Even though if it costs, for example, $200, $100, $50, etc., if it's too tough, it won't work. So you have to remove your your screen protector, unfortunately. And I don't want you to waste your money, but any uncertified or unofficial screen protectors may cause interference and just make your fingerprint not readable. And apart from that, we can go straight to the settings and go, wait a moment, here, go straight to the system and update. Tap software update and check for updates. If you do have some update, please update your phone immediately. Here, as I can see, we have the latest version of the Android, so yeah, if you have this issue on the latest version, wait for any update which may be pending. If you do have some pending update right now, please update your phone immediately because it will fix your issue and some sensor bugs. And that's it, how it helps you, and have a nice day. Goodbye! Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how to fix weak signal on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. At first, make sure that your SIM card is inserted in your phone. If it is, turn on your phone and unlock it. Now when it's unlocked, scroll down to the control panel from the top right corner to the middle, somewhere here, and now tap airplane mode, toggle it for example 10 seconds, and now your signal should be stronger because you're refreshing the network connection. But if it isn't, what I do recommend doing now is to move to the area of better coverage. Yes, I know that for some of you it might be difficult because you want to call, for example, from your home and you do have bad coverage area in your home. But if you are in the city and you are in the middle, for example, of the city or some forest or some everywhere actually on the planet, you can move to an area with better coverage to have the stronger signal. Personally, we can go to the settings and tap on the mobile network. Here now you can tap on your SIM1, as you can see, tap Wi-Fi calling here. Here, make sure that this switch is enabled, and now tap it. Enable Wi-Fi calling preferred. And now, if you are home and you are connected to your Wi-Fi, home Wi-Fi network, or your workspace Wi-Fi network, you will call using Wi-Fi, not your SIM, and your signal will be stronger. And I'm not talking about slight difference; it will be much a visible difference. Now we can go to the next step, which is, wait a moment, it's here. Scroll down to the system and update, which is resetting the network settings. Tap backup and reset, and tap reset phone. Here, tap the various option called reset network and Bluetooth settings, and here tap enter password. Enter your password here, or of course fingerprint, and tap reset. And what you'll have resetted is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and mobile network settings. So you have to add your Wi-Fi networks back again, Bluetooth devices back again, and yeah, that's it. Of course, you will have to set up the Wi-Fi calling back again. Now this should work, but if it doesn't, go back to the cellular, to the mobile network over here, and here tap on the SIM1. Now, as you can see here, they have a lot of things, but we have to find preferred network type. Tap LTE preferred and switch back to the 5G and diagnose which is better for you, either 5G preferred or 4G preferred, and it might be better, the LTE might be better due to the coverage issues. And if your signal is weak, and it's very, very weak, contact Harrier to check for how to do this, because for example in India you won't have if you don't pay your monthly plan, you won't have your internet cut out. We will have just very, very, very bad connection with everything and very, very bad signal. And that's it for this video. Goodbye. Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix fast charging when it's not working in your OPPO Find X9 Pro. At first, what I do recommend is to check the cable and charger for damage. Here we don't have the compatibility issues. Of course, when you use some TMO cables, TMO chargers, or anything else, this won't work. So prepare for not buying any TMO chargers or cables. Return them if you have bought them. But any certified would work on your phone. As for the cables and chargers, the most important thing is damage. If your charger or if your cable is damaged, you have to replace it for another one. Now we can move to the next step, which is cleaning your USB Type-C port. You can use your flashlight, for example, like that, to check if here you do have some dirt. If you do have here some dirt, what I do recommend doing is to clean your port with non-metallic tool. This is very actually this is the key thing with non-metallic thing. It's because metallic thing can damage your charging port permanently. Can damage your phone, battery, and the port itself. Do it only with the plastic tools that you know that won't just break when you use it. It's because it's so tight here in the charging port, so that your plastic tool can be damaged. Personally, you can use some wooden things, but they are more likely to leave marks inside. Now we can move to the next step, which is going here into the settings and scroll down to the battery. Here in the battery, scroll even more down till you see charging settings. Here, as you can see, smart rapid charging. Enable it. Charge your device faster using Arduino port adapter and cable. The device material will get warmer during charging. So the first key thing is that doing power adapter and the cable, you have it. You have to own it. The second thing, you have to enable. You have to have your option enabled. And the third thing is that you have to. But this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing. Have to remember that your device might get warmer, and even if it can overheat, your smart rapid charging would be disabled. These are three key things to remember at all. And that's it for these charging settings. But if your fast charging doesn't work at all, you have to scroll all the way down in the settings and tap System and Update. Tap Software Update and update your phone as soon as you can. Here, as you can see, I do have the latest version because it came out not so long time ago. But if you do have any older versions or pending updates, update your phone to fix charging bugs. And that's it. Hope it helps you and have a nice day. Goodbye. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how to fix mobile data not working on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. Actually, this process is quite easy. At first, what I do recommend to make sure that you have your SIM card inserted into your phone. As you can see, mine is not. And I know that it's a stupid mistake, but sometimes it's just normal to forget about something and think that we do have it inserted. And so make sure that you do have this SIM card ejector and check if you do have your SIM card inserted here. As you can see, there is no SIM card, so let me place it inside. And this one 100% works, but I will show you a quick fixes how I did fix mine. But at first I need to place my SIM card on the SIM over here. Now let me insert my SIM card into the phone, but in a moment I need to do this off camera. But now, as you can see, it works and we do have SIM card inserted. And what's most important one here is that we have to go to the settings here. Now go to the mobile network and make sure that mobile data is turned on here. It is a common mistake that you do have mobile data disabled in terms of the Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi is mostly like we would have all those settings for Wi-Fi that we have mobile data disabled when we can use Wi-Fi in our home itself. So make sure that it's enabled, and now with enabled, go straight here to the more settings and tap on the private DNS. Make sure that it's set to auto, and VPN. Make sure that here you have no VPNs. Now we do have, as you can see, nice little settings. Here tap on your SIM, and now if you tap on your SIM tab, APN, access point names. As you can see here, you do have play internet, and MMS, play MMS. Here now you have to make sure that you have selected this one, play internet. If you don't have it here, tap plus and set it. So here, as I can see, we have something called MMSC, server, password, username, port, etc, etc. Here, just adjust it so that you will have it here. Now go here and go to the settings, home screen here, and scroll all the way down to the system and update. Here tap on the backup and reset, tap reset phone, and now reset network and Bluetooth settings. Here, as you can see, we have enter our password and tap reset. Now our Bluetooth, network and Wi-Fi and mobile network, as you can see, will be resetted, and now this should work. If it still doesn't work for you, you have to contact the device support or contact Cherry to verify the data plan. And as final step, I can recommend to enable and disable airplane mode. Enable it, wait 10 seconds and disable it. This should work. That's it. Hope it helps you and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily fix headphones not detected on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So first, we're going to start off with people who use the USB-C headphones. So if they are not detected by your phone, what you guys can do first is clean the charging port. And let me explain why. Basically, the charging port can block the connection. The dust inside of it can block the connection pretty much. So it's definitely worth cleaning the charging port. Then what you guys can do is restart the phone. But we'll get back to that once we are at the Bluetooth headphones. Now, if you're using an adapter, so you're using USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack, then make sure that the adapter is original or at least certified, because we don't want any poor quality adapters that can break down any second. Now, what you guys can also do is test another pair of headphones with the same device, or test the same pair of headphones with another device. So, what you guys can do next is basically update your phone software. So, we need to go over to settings. Now here in the settings, we want to scroll down until we see the system and update. Now let's click on software update, and as you guys can see, my version is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. Also, it's checking for newest versions automatically, so you do not have to click anything, as you guys can see. Now, for the Bluetooth headphones, what you guys can do is go over to settings and scroll up and go to Bluetooth. Now, if your Bluetooth is enabled like that, then what you guys can do is simply disable it and wait a couple of seconds to enable it back. Now, if your headphones are already paired with the device and they are just not connecting, what you guys can do is forget them and repair them again with the same device. So we're talking about our OPPO X9 Pro right here. Now, after that, what you guys can do is make sure that the headphones are charged fully, so both to 100% and also the case up to 100%, because I've had the situation once where the headphones weren't charged up to 100% and they just did not connect, but whenever I charged them up to 100, they did. So now, what you guys can do is avoid the device interference. So whenever you are connected to other devices, like your tablet or anything else that has your headphones connected, then maybe the headphones are connecting there and not to your device. So what you guys can do now is restart the phone. So the way we restart the phone right here is by pressing the power button and the volume up button at the same time. Now we want to scroll up until we see the restart and the green on our screen. Now our phone is restarting, and I'll see you guys in a second. Now after the phone restart, everything should be working. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I do have the OPPO Find X9 Pro, and I'm going to tell you how to fix your device when its Bluetooth does not work. So at first we have to have it unlocked, and now we have to move straight to the settings. Here, go to Bluetooth, and now disable it. If you have it enabled, of course, but if you don't have it disabled, just make sure that you have it enabled. Sometimes even the most stupid mistakes are like that, like when you have your Bluetooth turned off and you want to have your Bluetooth working. Yes, it happened to me actually, not once, not twice, but a lot of times actually. So yeah, this is the first thing. Apart from that, make sure that your device is here. As you can see, mine is not, so it's not actually paired. So we have to pair our headphones at first with our device. To do so, enter your device to pairing mode and then tap on the device on the list. But if you are paired and it doesn't work still, you have to tap on the device itself on the list and tap on pair, then pair it back again. This should work for you, but if it doesn't, you have to restart your phone. And to restart your phone, you have to click the power and volume up button and hold this white circle to restart at the top. This should restart our phone, our modules, and the Bluetooth module mainly, and fix the issue. Sometimes it's just tech. Sometimes it may lag and yeah, just break. It may take a while, don't worry. Make sure to not interrupt this process. I mean, for example, do not try clicking the buttons or something like that. Just wait. Now, as you can see, password is required after restarts. And it's normal, completely normal. We have to enter our password. And now, as you can see, it's done. Now our Bluetooth device should work with our phone. But if it doesn't, we have to move to the settings back again and scroll down all the way to System and Update. Here, as you can see, we do have something called Software Update. Tap it. Now, as you can see, we do have ColorOS 16, which is the latest one for the 10th of November 2025. And now here, as you can see, we don't have any pending updates. But if you do have any pending updates, update your software. If you do have some older versions or you didn't know that you have pending updates, update your software because there might be some update to fix the connectivity bugs, Bluetooth bugs, module bugs, etc. As you can see, this is not version 16.1, it's CPH 2791 16.0.0.216, and that's why we do have some fixes. This number would be normal if there was no fixes. And that's it for this video. Goodbye and have a nice day.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up private safe on the OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro for maximum privacy. So, if you want to hide something on your device and you don't want to transfer it to any other device, like your second device or somewhere, then the private safe is definitely for you. You can use unlimited storage here, so every megabyte that your phone has, you can use it on the private safe. Now, how you guys enable it? We need to go over to the settings, and in the settings, we need to scroll a bit down until we see the security and privacy. Now, let's ignore it. Click on dismiss, and here we need to scroll down until we see these show features. Here we have the private safe, and we need to set a privacy password first. So you guys can enter the 6 digits or use a different password type like 4 digits, 6 digits, 4 to 16 digits, pattern, or alphanumeric. I always go for 6 digits. It's safer than the 4 digits. You guys can also go for 4 to 16 and use like 8 of 10. So 8 or 10 will definitely be better. But if you don't want a long password, then 6 digits is for you. Now here you need to create a password that nobody will know about. And I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But as you guys can see, we have a notification that this password is too common and it asks us if we want to use it anyway. And I'll use it, but remember, do not use the same password as me. It's very unsafe. And now, we'll just confirm your private password. Here, we can add the recovery email, linked account, or the question. So this is like the security question. For an example, the name of our high school, father's or mother's name, or our favorite restaurant. So for an example, favorite restaurant, we'll go over and just say, for an example, KFC. Click on, And now we are in a private save. As you guys can see, here we have the images and videos, the audio, documents, and other files. Also, the recently deleted is here. And as you guys can see, you guys can add something here. For an example, I'll add this right here and 2 more screenshots. Click set as private. And now file encryption is complete. It's right here in the private save. For the audio, if you have something, then you will definitely be able to add it, but I don't. For the documents, you can just click on add and add a document that you have on your device. As you guys can see, I have no files in the private save, and I also do not have any files not on the private save, so on my phone. Now for other files, I also do not have it. The only file I have is some images, and as you guys can see, we can, let's say, delete this one. So we're gonna delete it, and now we can find it in the recently deleted folder and the weight of the screenshot, so it's 80 kilobytes. Now this item will be deleted in 30 days. Now if you do not put it out of the trash in 30 days, then you'll not be able to get it back. So now you can just leave the private save. As you guys can see, now you have to enter the privacy password for it. And here we have everything that we put. So this is how to easily set up the private save on your OPPO. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will tell you about the best customization tricks with ColorOS for OPPO Find X9 Pro. So let me start by showing you the Flux themes. You can use this feature to apply dynamic layouts and depth effects to your wallpapers and home screen. Just select the wallpaper that you like, and you can adjust its style, wallpaper, depth in this menu for both your lock and home screens. You can also adjust some custom read effects in this menu by adjusting the layout of your wallpaper along with the font size, and other different elements. This way you can create a unique wallpaper for yourself that matches your unique taste. Besides, in ColorOS you can also customize your app size or your app icon size. Just hold your finger down on an app, and then you can extend it, adding different shortcuts to quickly access them from the home screen, or you can just leave one app icon larger to organize your home screen better. Besides, in the same home screen, lock screen, and style menu, you can also adjust your always on display menu with custom patterns, text, and even your name in options to customize text, size, color, weight, and alignment. There are also many different features that you may want to try, like this one, for example, which is the Canva. Just look how cool this looks. We can adjust the style now, change the color, and then apply it as our always on display style. And besides, if you want to set your own wallpaper, your personal wallpaper made out of your photo, you can utilize the built-in AI tools for editing, like AI recomposition, eraser, relight, perfect shot, enhanced quality, unblur, and reflections removing, to make your photo even better, even if it's already good. Besides, you can also customize many different things in the same home screen, lock screen, and wallpaper menu, like selecting a custom font for your smartphone, which is not a new feature, but still it's a pretty pleasant bonus, right? And in more menu, you can also adjust your colors by selecting many different presets. You can customize fingerprint animations, edge lightening, and texture blur. And so these are all the tips and tricks I wanted to share in this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you and explain the smart island to you on the OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro. So, if you're using the OPPO Find X9 or its Pro variant, then it's called Aquadynamics. And what it does, it shows like a capsule or a bubble type animation and can display a lot of things like ongoing media playback, so let's say Spotify, active timer or stopwatch, screen recording, and of course the call status. So you need to make sure that the software is updated first. So let's go to settings, then system and update, and go to software update. Make sure that you have the ColorOS 16, and after that, all you guys can do is play some music. So let's enable some songs. Now, as you guys can see, here we have it at the top. We can click on it, and here we've got information. We can change our sound right here. So from the phone to, let's say, anything else. As you guys can see, we can connect to another device. Now here we can like and unlike the song, and here we can just open up the Spotify. So what you guys can do next is show, let's say, the active timer. So let's go over to the clock. Let's go here, and we're gonna start off with a, let's say, 17-hour 15-minute timer. Now let's click start and leave the app. As you guys can see, let me quickly stop the music and do it again. Maybe we should lower the time. So for an example, I'll set it to 15 minutes. Now, as you guys can see, we have 14 minutes. We can see that our timer is now working. We had too much time on the timer and it just won't show it if it's too much. Now, as you guys can see, we have the timer right here, but what about the stopwatch? So let's open up the app again, go to stopwatch, and start tracking the time. As you guys can see, we still see the timer, but once we click here, we will have the stopwatch, so we can hide it. And now we only have the stopwatch. As you guys can see, it's counting our seconds. We can go here and stop it, or we can stop it directly from the dynamic island. So what you guys can also do is screen record, and you will see it on your dynamic island. So let's go to the control center and let's start screen recording. I'll record the system sound only, click start recording, and as you guys can see, here we have the dynamic island that tells us how many seconds of the recording we're in. So here we can stop it. Here we can change the system sound and the microphone sound. As you guys can see, this is how we can do it. Now here we can stop the recording just by tapping on it on the dynamic island. So now it's saved to photos, and here we can click to see what we have recorded, and we can see everything that we did. So this actually shows the full apps, so it doesn't show the full apps, and it's meant for status and ongoing things rather than any app that's just a free placement on your phone. Also, it may not support a lot of third-party apps, so as you guys could see, it will definitely support it, the Spotify. But as we know, Spotify is a big app, and if you're using an app that isn't known that much, like Spotify, then it might take some time for you to get it and to make it work and support. So that'd be it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how to improve the battery life in your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So, first of course we need to unlock our device. Now when we are in the home screen, what I do recommend is to go straight to the settings. Here, in the settings we have to scroll down to display and brightness. Now what I do recommend is to enable the auto brightness option. As you can see, this automatically adjusts the brightness level out to our environmental issues, and this works well for the battery. For example, if you use your phone at night, the brightness will be something like this, and during the day it will be like this. So it depends of course on your preferences, but I leave it enabled. This is the first thing. The second thing is that I recommend to have dark mode enabled in your phone, especially when you have the OLED screen. It's because when you have the dark mode, pixels don't emit light actually, and as you can see, these are just the pixels that aren't lighted up, and it just works well for the screen and for the battery. You can schedule it up to your own preferences, for example sunset or sunrise, or custom during the times during the day. This is the second thing, but as for the video purposes, I leave the light mode. Now we can move to the next step, which is the screen resolution. Tap it, and now I know that there are some people that do really love high resolution here. This is the image where we do have sharper images, sharper screen, just better screen resolution. But it works very bad for the battery and its battery life, so I do recommend to have it set to standard. Now we can go back and tap the screen refresh rate. Here I know that most of you love the 120 Hz, but it's not that good when it comes to the battery life. So I do prefer having standard when you want to maximum your battery life, or auto select if you just want to have a better battery life. Now you can go back, and here. So now we can move to the option called auto screen off. Here I do recommend to set it up to your own preferences, but here as I can see we do have 15 seconds up to 30 minutes. Based on my preferences, I do love the 1 minute option over here, but wait a moment, enter password. But it's actually up to you. If you really love having your screen or turning off after a long period of time, have it long. If you do love after the short, set it to short. But the lower the value, the better the battery life. So now we can move to the next step. So we have to go back and now go straight to the vibration, which is over here. Sound and vibration. Scroll down till you see where was that? Haptics here. And now disable it. I know that you may love haptics, but this really influence the battery life in our phone. And actually now we can go to the battery settings itself over here. Remember the top battery usage by app, and here the applications. Remember these applications, and now we can go back, go to the apps, and just wait a moment. For example, let it be Chrome. Tap on the, not Chrome, let's go to the other, for example, Facebook. Here tap battery usage and tap restrict background activity. I know that you may have your notifications delayed, but it's recommended to have it disabled. I mean, this option have been enabled, but disabled background activity is because it works well for the battery. And as for this video, that's it. I hope now your battery life is best as it could. That's it. Hope it helps you, and have a nice day. Goodbye. Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you how you can easily fix phone heating while charging in your OPPO Find X9 Pro. Bear that in mind that it's normal if you charge your device using the fast charging. It's normal that device heat up. But if you think that the heat is not that normal and it's hotter than it should be, at first, what I do recommend is to go, wait a moment, I need to unlock my phone, is to go to the Play Store, go search, IQ battery, open. I mean, you have to install this application first, but once it's installed, plug in your cable to this phone from the charger, go to charging, scroll a little bit down, and check all the, as you can see, settings over here. Apart from that, go to health and scroll down to health. No, it wasn't in health. Wait a moment. It was here in the discharging. Temperature 22 Celsius. If you do have here something more than 30 Celsius or even 40, something is wrong and you have to replace the battery. But let's focus on the software issues. At first, what I do recommend is to go into the settings over here and scroll down till you see the battery. Scroll down again till you see battery by usage by app, and remember all the applications that are here. Of course, if they are not system applications. For example, if you do see here any phone booster or anything else like that, uninstall this application. But remember these applications like normal, for example, Facebook, TikTok, Messenger, etc. Here, go to apps, app management, and find the applications that were there in the app management list. For example, let's assume that it was Facebook, just for the purposes of the video. Here, tap battery usage and tap restrict background activity. And now you may have notifications delayed. You may have everything with delay or even not receive anything from the application, but it will work normally when you enter the application, so don't worry about that. This will disable every single thing that causes heat and power consumption in your battery. Apart from that, what I do recommend to use original charger and cable. I mean, by the original, I mean to buy certified chargers, like for example, BaseUs or any other application, any other company that's just have any certifications. If you have bought your cable on AliExpress, on Timo, or in Action, it's just or throw away this cable. It's just useless and it won't work. It may even damage your phone. And apart from that, what I do recommend is to avoid using your phone while charging, for example, gaming, or for example, watching video in 4K, or just scrolling TikToks. Avoid doing that, because it may heat up your phone up to 35 degrees. And now, apart from that, here as you can see, I don't have any case on this phone. And I do recommend to do the same. When you charge your phone, remove the case to improve the heat dissipation. Newer phones, like for example, it was Red Magic 11 Pro, it has the water cooling system, and there you don't really have to remove the case. But in every single phone that doesn't have the water cooling vapor chamber, what I do recommend to remove the case. And apart from that, charge your phone in a cool and ventilated area. Please don't put your phone into your fridge or even a freezer. Just have your phone maybe by the window or something like that. And actually that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like on our video. It's really important to us to have your feedback, so please leave your opinion in the comments down below. And as I said, that's it. Hope it helps you and have a nice day. Goodbye!
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to enable the best battery saver settings on your OPPO X9 and X9 Pro smartphones. So, as you could have noticed, on this phone we have the customizable power saving mode, which lets us enable battery saver right from the battery menu, just by enabling the power saving mode. And in custom menu we can customize everything to our needs without the need to round around the settings and change each of these things manually. We can just switch the toggles next to the power saving basically tips that are the most common ones for each phone, and this way we can basically adapt the battery saver to ourselves. So basically, if you want the best power saving experience, so if you want to save your battery for the longest period of time, enable all of these settings. But generally speaking, what about using these settings most of the time? How to adjust the custom menu to enable the best settings for for me and you, so that we can use battery saver every day, or just enable it for most of the time when we're using our phone, so that it makes the most in the most meaningful way possible, so that we save the most battery, but we leave some settings disabled that don't really affect the battery saving, but actually limit us in the performance in the performance of in the performance aspect of this smartphone. So in this video, I just want to tell you which of these options are, which of these maybe changes are must-have if you want to make the most if you want to set up your power saving modes in the most meaningful way possible. So basically, the most meaningful and the most important ones, the most important settings are auto screen off time to 15 seconds. Yeah, you should set the auto screen time to 15 seconds, and this will actually save a lot of battery on your device. Yeah, it can make using your phone quite inconvenient if you usually or oftenly leave your phone unattended. So yeah, you're gonna have to unlock your phone every once in a while. But still, it's one of the most effective power saving features that you can enable on your phone. The next one is changing the screen refresh rate to 60 Hz, which is also very important, because basically it reduces your battery usage by half, or something around of it, maybe less, maybe I'm exaggerating, but yeah, the refresh rate really has a huge impact on your battery consumption. And the next thing is the next thing that comes to my mind, it's preventing notifications from the waking screen. This feature also is very important, and the following customization is the sleep standby optimization, which is actually the next one on the list. So yeah, sleep standby optimization is also one of the biggest one of the biggest features in power saving mode. And also enabling video battery saver also is very important. And the last thing is turning off the always on display. Now additionally, we can also turn off air gestures and visual blur. Their impact is insignificant, but it's not a big trade-off for the battery saving. As for the other settings, they basically only limit you. Well, yeah, some of them are not really important to you, but basically, yeah, they are not as important as these ones. So you can basically leave them turned on, and this will not impact your battery saver settings much. So I think that's the most meaningful way to customize your power saving mode for everyday usage. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to use the AI button on your OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro smartphones. So let's start with the location of the AI button itself. It's located on the left edge of your device, right here, and it's called the snap button actually, and it's basically the same thing as the action button on the other phones, but in case of the OPPO smartphone, you can assign the AI mind space to it, which will let you record your memories and will let you save the pages that you visited for analytics, or just asking questions maybe, or generally, yeah, analyzing and reflecting back to some things that you want to remember. So in order to enable this feature, you have to go to settings, then scroll down to the snap button or snap key menu, and in this menu all you have to do is select this option and then select set. And once you do so, you'll be provided with the prefixed instructions on how to use this key, but I will also display you all of them in this video. So first of all, the visual memories, so the memories of, for example, the pages that you visited on in your browser. Okay, for example, like from this page, you can see this is the world's most trusting societies. And for example, we want to get a brief summary of this statistics. So what we have to do is simply press this snap key once, and this screen will be added to our mind space, which is basically the space for all the memories that we created. We can also swipe with 3 fingers up, and it will all do the same thing. So if you don't want to use the snap key, you can also swipe with three fingers. And you can also record voice memories. In order to do so, you have to hold down the snap key and keep holding it while you're recording a memory. So, for example, we can record something like, "This morning my bicycle broke and I wasn't able to get to work in time." And this memory will be added to your memories. And now, how to open this mind space? All we have to do is just double tap this button, and you will see our collection of memories. As for example, this page that we saved here, which you can see that we have saved this the screenshot of this of this statistics, and here we have the AI summary to it. So we have the top 10 most trusted societies, which was the topic of this statistics. We can add some remarks. We can see some related memories. We can ask the AI assistant questions. You can see it cannot provide you the real-time data, but yeah, it will also give you some suggestions on what you can ask it. Yeah, and it will give you a brief answer to your question that's related to this topic, not related maybe. And you can see here we have the data on how many days of memories we have. Now we can also check our voice memories, and it will give the voice memories hashtags based on what we said. Now we can also add remarks, and we can also add ask this AI assistant questions. So that's basically what it does. That's basically what this AI button does. So yeah, it may come in handy for you, I think. Of course, you can also use the power button as your AI button, as holding down the power button will call out the Gemini assistant. Yeah.
How may I help you today?
No, maybe tomorrow. And yeah, besides, you can also check out other AI features on this phone, available on this phone in settings. If you swipe down to AI and open this menu, here you'll find the find space we already know about, the AI search, the AI writer, AI translate, voice scribe, and recorder. And by entering this menu, you can get to know what these features are and how they work. And I think many of them, if not all of them, will come in handy in your day-to-day life. So that's basically it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the top security and privacy settings for your OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro. So first, we want to go over to the settings. Now in the settings, we want to scroll down to security and privacy. And after we click it, we just need to go over and we need to scroll a bit down until we see the special features. Now here in the special features, the first one is the app lock. So this is a very good privacy setting. Now we just need to click here, and as you guys can see, we can use the privacy password to access the locked apps. But we need to set it first, so let's click settings, and here we need to set a privacy password. So we can use a different types of password like 4, 6, 4 to 16 digits, pattern, or alphanumeric. It's totally up to us, and I always choose 6 digits. It's much harder to guess than the 4 digits. And here all you have to do is create a good password, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once you create a password, you can either see this notification that this password is too common, then you will have to re-enter it and create a password that nobody would guess. So I'll use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just for me to be easy to remember it. And now here we have the security settings. So we can link an account, we can add a recovery email, or set a question. So the question can be, for an example, like former teacher's name, name of your high school, favorite restaurant, the father's name, and the mother's name. So we can also create a custom question, but I'll go for the favorite restaurant. Here I'll enter, for an example, KFC, click on done. And here we have the app lock. Now I want to lock the, let's say, Google Play Store, and let's see if we locked it. So let's open it up, and we need to enter the privacy password to access it. Now after I enter it, as you guys can see, we will be in the Play Store. So this is how we can easily use the app lock first. It's very simple. All you have to do is use the privacy password to access locked apps, and here choose the apps that you want to lock. Now let's leave the app lock and go to hide apps. Here you guys can hide apps for your security and privacy, and here we can click on get started. Now we can select the access code, or we can select the home screen folder, but I'm gonna use the access code in the settings. Let's click on settings here and set the access code. So for an example, I'll use this one right here. And now we're all set up. So we can add apps, and here we can hide the home screen icon, completely hide, and basically whatever we can hide completely, we just hide it. And as you guys can see, let's completely hide the Instagram, and now it's not here. Let's type in Instagram, and we got no results. But once we go here and we enter our secret access code, then we will have the hidden apps. So for an example, Instagram, Facebook, here we had the Amazon, and here we have the AI Studio, but we still can find AI Studio right here since it's the app from OPPO. So this is a very cool feature that you guys can use and hide some apps on your device. Now we have a private safe. And what a private safe is, let me show you. Here you guys can hide your things. So for example, images, videos, audio, documents. And here you guys have other files like zip files, rare files, 7-zip files, jar, OTR. And you guys can just switch between them. Here you guys can click add, and once you have a file that's in a suggested format, then you will be able to add it. But I only have images and videos, so let's click on add, and I'll choose these pictures right here for an example. We can set them as private, and now they're being protected, they are being encrypted, and now here we have it in our private safe. Now they are not in the normal gallery, so whenever we go here, and let me quickly type in the photos, then as you guys can see, we do not have it, and we have it in our private safe once we enter the privacy password. So the next one is a system cloner, and as you guys can see, we can create a separate system for apps and data, and we can access the system clone through a specially designed fingerprint or a lock screen password. So let's click on get access, and let's set the password. Now I'll enter the password for the name system, which is 123456, and let's use it, and I'll enter it again. Now if you see a notification that this password is not safe and it's easy to guess, then make sure to change it. And now it's creating a system clone. Now we're entering the password for a system clone, and I'll use 654321. So it's totally different. And as you guys can see, both passwords has been set successfully. Now we can enter our system clone. And now let's enter the password. So here we have it. We got nothing here. And once we go here and we enter the password, as you guys can see, we will be in our normal system. But once we go here and enter the password backwards, which is our second system setup, we will have this right now. So here we can choose between two modes. As you guys can see, it's very easy. And now let's go back to the settings. This is how the system cloner works, and it's designed specifically for your privacy, so nobody can go through your phone. Even if they know the one password, they still have the second. And here we have the screen sharing protection. So as you guys can see, when you share privacy sensitive apps such as messages, photos, or payment apps, the other party will only see your blocked screen. So this is very good. We can hide sensitive content from people, and here we can enable it. It's enabled by default here and available during screen sharing through system and third-party apps. So here we have the supported apps. Every single app that is here is being supported, and it's basically being masked from somebody. So these are the settings that can definitely boost up your security and privacy on the OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. This video is about 5 AI features that you should try on your OPPO Find X9 Pro smartphone. So, first of all, open Settings on your phone and swipe down to the AI section. And here you'll find the 5 dedicated AI features for your smartphone, plus the mind space, which I'll tell you about later. But let's start with the AI search. Go to AI search, enable it by switching it on, and switch the toggles to the right next to the applications you want to use with AI search. So AI search lets you easily navigate your smartphone by searching for, not for some specific application, but maybe for something that you want to do with your smartphone. So, for example, improve the internet speed, and you will get this Google Gemini AI telling you how to improve the internet speed on your smartphone, and will suggest you an application and a specific menu in your settings to improve your network connection. The next AI feature is the AI writer, which you can also enable for social media posts by switching the toggle to the right. And the AI writer basically, as it says, turns your thoughts into the text. So for example, we can open the Notes app and select a new note, and then let's write something like, I want to tell about global warming, and then we'll get a text generated about the topic that we wanted to write about. Let's insert it into our note, and now we can use the same feature to, for example, polish the text, format it, proofread it, create a mind map out of it, or a table. And we can also write posts for social media using this feature right here. The next feature is the AI Translate, where you can, in this menu, you can adjust the voice speed of your translator. You can also select the voice type, either female or male. And you can also download some offline packs if you want to translate some languages without internet connection. So for example, if you're traveling to a different country, however, there is a limited amount of such offline packs, but I think they will increase this list in the future. And now, how this feature works: you simply open the Translate application, that is the OPPO phone app, not the Google Translate or any other translator. And here you can you can select the languages and start speaking, for example, to your microphone by tapping this icon right here, and then you can tell anything, and it will be translated in real time to another language. And you can also use the conversation mode, where you can start to speak, and it will be it will translate it to another language, and so your other speaker will be able to know what you're talking about, and then tell something else on their side. And there is a live translation feature that lets you speak both languages basically at the same time. Just tap to speak, then say something, and it will be translated. Then say something else. Then maybe your the other person will say something in their language, and it will be translated to your language. And so yeah, that's an interesting feature. And you can also translate documents using document translation feature too. And the following AI feature, which is also available here, is the AI voice scribe. And this is a feature that's that basically summarizes the content of your documents and your photos on your phone. Just switch this toggle to the right to enable it, and it will do everything for you. Now, the AI recorder feature will basically give you the live transcription of your recordings. So just enable this feature, then open the recorder app on your smartphone and start saying something to it. It will be transcribed in real time, and it will be shown on your screen, and it will also detect your voice and the other person's voice to if for example, if that's a conversation, and then it will tell you which person is speaking right now. So for example, this is a speaker 1, as it detected my voice, right? So right now I'm still saying like the next sentence, so it will once again detect me as a speaker 1 in this conversation, as this is just what I'm saying. I'm not talking to anyone. But if someone else would say something, then this program will detect their voice as a different one, and will name this person speaker too. And now, once your recording is finished, you'll be able to see the transcription of this recording in here. Okay, and now let's go to the mind space. So the mind space is basically the space for that memorizes everything that you saved from your screen or say to your phone using one simple feature. You can enable the mind space for the snap key in settings for easy access. And now each time you press this snap button, so which is located on the left edge of your phone, or perform these 3-finger swipe gesture on your smartphone, it will be also saved to your mind space. You can also hold this button and start saying something to your microphone, and it will be also recorded and saved to your memories. And then you'll be able to access your memories by double tapping this button. And here you'll find your collections, like voice memories, the memories with the screens that you saved here, and you'll see the AI summary for each of the memory, the hashtags, the remarks, and you can ask some specific question of your mind assistant and it will basically give you an answer instantly. And for your recordings, it will also give you the transcriptions. You can also write remarks and do the very same thing. You can also see the related memories in the related memories section. And that's basically how this feature works. And so these were the 5 features, the 5 AI features on your either OPPO Find X9 or OPPO Find X9 Pro smartphone that I wanted to tell you about in this video. So thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome. In this video, I will share some tips and tricks for OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro smartphones. And the first trick I want to share with you is the snap key that is available on these devices. The snap key is located on the left edge of your device, and you can assign many different features to it, many different actions. For example, like using the AI mind space, which is another cool feature accessible on this device. So in order to change the or to set the snap button action, you have to go to settings, navigate to the snap key menu, and here you can select things like sound and vibration, do not disturb mode, flashlight, recorder, translate, and other features. Or you can select no action if you don't want this button to perform no action at all. Now, the mind space feature lets you recognize and save screen content. You can also record and save audio and double tap to open the mind space with all the previous recordings and memories that you saved on your smartphone. The next thing is the swipe animations beta on your which is the feature that is the beta feature available on your smartphone. You can enable it by going to System and Update, then go into System Navigation, swiping down to the very bottom of the screen and switching this toggle to the right. And let's compare the animation of swiping with this feature and without it. So as you can see, without this feature, your swipe will look like this, but if you enable it, you'll be able to swipe with animations. And this is a practical feature. It's more of a convenience feature. It's not something that you don't necessarily need, but it just makes using this device more maybe comfortable, and it just looks better. And the next thing is the AI photo editing features, which you can access by going to your photo gallery. Then you can tap the pencil icon, go to AI editor, and use various different AI features like AI recompose, AI eraser that lets you erase elements from the photo in a couple simple steps. Just select the element on the photo that you want to erase, and it will be done for you. Now you can also remove reflections from the photo. You can unblur the photo. You can enhance images quality, and make perfect shots, and many different things. I hope that you discover them all yourself, that you will be willing to, I mean. And the next thing is creating custom folders and resizing app icons, which you can do by holding your finger down on any icon that you want to resize. And now you can create a custom app folder by adding, for example, some shortcuts to your folder, or you can simply make your icon look bigger like this. And this will help you adjust your device's home screen and maybe make some more frequently used apps bigger, so you can access them easier. Which is something I honestly see for the first time. Like I never seen this on any other device. And also you can explore the AI Studio, which is pre-installed application, which will help you go into advanced photo and video editing directly on your device, and use many different features available here, like AI portrait, AI reimaging, and AI motion. You can also adjust and customize your battery modes, your power saving mode, so that you can use it all the time on your phone and balance your battery life on this phone. Just go to the battery menu in your settings, and by default you have the balance mode available, which will balance your battery automatically using AI features. You can enable high performance mode if you want to play some demanding games, maybe on your phone, or you can enable power saving mode. And what's new and what's unique to this smartphone is that you can customize it. You can basically customize any feature, enable or disable it in the custom mode. So for example, if you don't want your screen to go off after 15 seconds, you can simply disable this feature. And if you don't want to use phone with 60 hertz refresh rate, you can also disable this feature. And yeah, that's pretty cool too. You can also use multitasking gestures on your phone, like for example the floating windows, which I think we have to enable in accessibility and convenience. In the floating window, no, we don't really have to enable it. We can simply open the app that supports floating windows, and then swipe it to the top right corner, and now we can resize this window. Now we can open any other app that we need to use on our phone for multitasking. And it's not the only multitasking feature available on this phone. The other one is the file dock, where you can save all the recently used photos and documents and all other things like texts. For example, by holding down your finger on the object you want to save to the file dock, and then just moving it here, and now you can easily access it from the file dock just by swiping from the top right corner of the screen, opening the file dock, and here we have the recent documents, photos, and files that you saved here. For example, you can also go to the notes, and you can or any other application that has some text in it. You can select the text, and then you can save it to your file dock like this, which lets you use multitasking as if it was a new feature, basically. And the next thing is the fingerprint sensor. Well, many phones have fingerprint sensors, but this phone uses the ultrasonic 3D ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, which works well even with moisture and smudges for reliable unlocking of your smartphone. Also, you can adjust some display settings on this device by going to settings, display and brightness, and at the bottom of the screen you can find things like screen resolution, and you can change the screen resolution from standard to high for even sharper images. You can see the difference on this photo, the difference of what the screen resolution looks like in different modes. And you can also adjust the screen refresh rate to yourself. You can either set an auto select, which will let the system automatically swipe between 120 Hz and 60 Hz. You can use the high refresh rate all the time by selecting the high option, or if you want to save some battery on your phone, you can go with the standard option. And so these were the 10 tips and tricks I wanted to show you in this video. Thank you for watching it. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video I am going to tell you how you can easily fix the battery drain on your OPPO Find X9 Pro. So here now, as you can see, we have our phone, and what I do recommend to have at first is going into the settings, and here in the settings scroll down to the battery over here. Now scroll down to the battery usage by application, and now here, if you do have some TikTok, Messenger, WhatsApp, etc., this application may be limited, but it's up to your own preferences. Here, if you do have the application you don't recognize and it's not OS service, you can do something about that. For example, it may be some OS optimizer, system crystal optimizer, the best phone battery and lender, or something like that. It's just some bloatware that we don't want on our phone. If you do have here some OS, or as you can see, some launcher settings, Google Play source, anything else which is from the system itself, is not really recommended to uninstall it. So now remember these applications that are here, I mean not mine, applications that are on your phone here, and go back to the apps. Here tap App Management and search for the same applications on your phone here. So for example, let's assume that your application that you can limit and you don't care about is Fitbit. Here, tap on the Fitbit, tap battery usage, and now here they have something called Allow Background Activity, Smart Mode, which is recommended by our OS, and Restrict Background Activity. I know that here they have the label recommended near the Smart Mode, but what I recommend, like as the smartphone operator, is restrict background activity, and here OK. You will have your notifications either delayed or you will have no notifications. You won't be in real time, like top on the information from this application. You won't receive any updates, etc., about this something that's happening on the app, but you will be able to use it. For example, if you are using some messenger pop-ups about the notifications from the profile pictures here, it's not recommended to use it. Disable it and tap restrict background activity for messenger here. You can do it for every single application, but I don't recommend to do it with the OS things. Don't do this with the OS things, like for example, where is that? For example, documents or files, or maybe Find Hub, or maybe global search. Don't do that to the OS applications, especially to the OS services. Apart from these, we can go straight to the applications back again and app management back again. Here, most of the time, we'll have in the phones bloatware, something called bloatware. What is bloatware? Bloatware is, these are the applications that you didn't agree to have on your phone. You didn't even know that will be on your phone, but these are the pre-installed applications that are sponsoring OPPO, and they are paying OPPO to have them pre-installed on your phone. Mostly, these are some games that we don't play. Actually, mostly these are the Meta, Google, as you can see, Windows, LinkedIn, Netflix, even Netflix that I've clicked by mistake. As you can see, we do have lots of bloatware. Even YouTube is here. What to know about these applications? So actually, if you do need the YouTube, do need some applications, leave them alone. If you play these games that are bloatware that has been there, leave them alone. But if you don't really use them, if you don't want them, tap on each application. No, maybe not on YouTube. Let's go to the Netflix. Where was that? Netflix here. Tap on each application. Tap uninstall here. OK. These applications just use the storage on your phone, use the battery, they are just here, and yeah, we can have our phone clearer and better for daily use. And so now, pardon me for the cut, we can move to the next step, which is the Accu battery. What is Accu battery? Actually, Accu battery is an application to monitor your battery, to check battery health, the power, efficiency, etc. At first, to install this application, we have to enter the Play Store. Now we have to go to search, and here tap Accu battery. Tap on the Accu battery application, tap install. And so, now, actually, this is a very common issue that Accu battery is installed on the phone but not used. So now we have to swipe from this and wait for a moment to calibration. And what I want you to do is to use your phone normally for a week, maybe shorter period of time. It depends on you and your preferences, but I recommend 1 week, and check for any errors, any mistakes, any bad readings in the application itself. If you tap here finish, tap here this notification, tap open app settings, here tap battery usage, and tap allow background activity for this application, you'll have it running all the time. Now you can go back here, and now as I can see, here they have something called charging, discharging, and health. After a week, you'll have all these three set. You'll have any data here, and if you see something wrong here in these applications, for example, battery wear, charged, as you can see, screen off, charge speed, and discharging here, if you do, here they have some high temperature, high voltage, high battery usage, and high battery current usage, you'll see something's wrong. If you do, go to the authorized service or just give your phone to the warranty, ask the warranty, and have it repaired. That's what Battery does to your phone. It just monitors your battery. It's very useful and free. And as the final thing that I recommend you to do is to restart your phone. To do so, click volume up button and power at the same time and scroll finger to the restart at the top of your screen. And now this should help our phone to reprocess every single module, every single thing that runs in the background, services, etc. And there should not be any battery drain now. But if it still occurs, you may have some things with the battery itself, maybe overheating issues, something like that. Of course, it really depends on the error itself. I'm not actually an expert about this. I mean, I am, but I can diagnose your phone when it's not with me here locally. So you may have some overheating issues, you may have some battery damage, maybe a motherboard can't communicate with the battery very well, so as the CPU, the processor, so there may occur some errors. And what I do recommend now is to go to the authorized company service, no matter if it's if you have to pay for it or not. I recommend to go with the proof of purchase, or not usually, but I do recommend to have your proof of purchase every single time and have your phone just repaired. Why? As I said, there may be some error in the hardware itself in the phone, and yeah, you can fix it yourself because you will lose the warranty. I think that they will remove the error by themselves and for free. So that you can't pay for that, but you'll know that they will give you information, provide the information, and you'll know everything. But that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like on our video. It's very important to us to have your feedback. So if you found, as I said, this helpful, leave a comment, leave a like, and share this video to others that might have some errors with their own phones. If you do have some drawbacks, please let me know in the comments down below so that I can fix my videos and make them better for you. And as I said, that's it. Have a nice day and goodbye. Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you and show you a quick gaming test on your OPPO Find X9 Pro and some performance tricks. So actually, this issue is very easy the performance tricks are easy to do. The first thing is that we can go to the settings and scroll all the way down to the about the device section. Here in about device, scroll down to RAM, tap it, and here enable the RAM expansion. When enabled, you have to do nothing, but when disabled, tap this switch over here and you'll be prompted to restart your phone. As you can see here, you have now 20 gigabytes, almost, I mean, more than 20 because 28 gigabytes of RAM, which is actually a very nice amount. And it's abnormal actually for the phones, so this is very, very good. And here, now, move the switch to the 12 gigabytes. What it does, it eats your storage and converts it to the RAM. And as you can see here, the system detects idle background apps and compresses the RAM data to free up space. That's how it works. Now we can go back and scroll down, still in the About device, to version. Here, tap on the version number until you see here the label "You are a developer." It will be something about 7 clicks, I think. Now go to the system and update, and here tap developer options. Here in the memory you should see this RAM extension that you do have plus 12 gigabytes. And if you do, scroll down to drawing. It's right here. Wait a moment. Here, drawing. And here, what I do recommend doing is tapping on each animation scale and either turn it off or just, as you can see, tap 0.5, because what it does actually, it's either as you can see, removing the amount of animations or removing them at all. As you can see now, our phone is a lot quicker, it feels quicker, but it's just about the animations. So if you do like it, off, turn it off. If you don't like it, 0.5, do it 0.5. And actually, this is very nice for our phone to speed up the performance. As you can see here, if we do scroll a little bit down, here we have hardware accepted rendering. This is not actually for us, it's because here is rendering, and we don't really have to enable that. But here we have one single option. Enforce 4x MSAA. Enable 4x MSAA in OpenGL ES2 applications. Here, you can enable that because it's useful for games, but it won't give you the much difference. But if you want, you can enable this option. And actually, that's it for the all tricks about performance. But we do have only one thing in the battery. Yeah, here tap high performance mode, and now it will increase the battery consumption. But now we have the best performance that we ever could. Now we can move to the PUBG gaming. Now, as you can see, we are in the PUBG, and as for the lobby itself, the main menu, as you can see, is very smooth. As you can see, without any lags, we can claim the rewards or something like that. But let's start the match and see you during the match. As you can see, let me move this brush from here. We are in the game itself, and as for the performance, it's quite good. As you can see here, they have 60 FPS. Without any lags, without any shudders, without actually anything. Even shooting at us, it's smooth. So I can't say that it's bad. The match starts in 10 seconds, but as I can see now, we don't have any very bad performance. As for the battery, I do play this game 1 minute or 2 minutes, and I do have this game enabled, and not 1% went off the battery. Here, when the game started, we do see that even here the performance is very nice. We do have stable 60 FPS. Let's see what will be happening in the city. As you can see, I'm here, and what can I see? That we do have no loss of the performance at all. We do have, maybe it's less smooth, but I think that it's almost 60 FPS, it's near 60 FPS, so yeah. Actually, I really like it. It's very, very nice and smooth. As for the price of this phone, it's very, very nice actually, and cool. So yeah. And what about the heat? I don't feel the heat at all at the moment. So yes, that's how it works. And yeah, I don't know how you can see it on the camera, but I do feel this game very smooth. I do get, now 50 to 60 FPS. I don't have the performance, as you can see, performance and in FPS here anywhere, but I can feel that because I play games a lot, but not on the phones, but I do, and you can feel that actually, even when your phone is 144 Hz, you can feel that. As you can see here, we do, wait a moment, we do have it here in the graphics, that here we can tap, for example, better graphics, but here we have downloaded, so let's not do it now. As you can see, the game feels very, very smooth, actually very, very nice. But now let's do it on the ultra graphics. So So now let me show you what I do change. Let me now first zoom it in for you. And now as you can see, here we do have better graphics, Ultra HDR, style movie, color rate mode normal, brightness 150, non-start screens, as you can see, and leave it default by default. Now here we can tap apply, and let's see now in the gameplay itself. So now actually I've jumped out of the plane and we are flying to the Penguin City, as you can see, and I'm actually very impressed because the graphics are set to the better graphics and we do have Ultra HDRs everywhere, and as I can see now we do have the great performance. I don't really think that we have lost any FPS comparing to the normal customized options that were normal. And as you can see, the game looks actually not out better, but it looks better. This is a noticeable difference. But let's see what will be happening over there. So as I can see, the performance is very nice as for the beginning of the game, and I don't really think that it will be much worse after the everything, actually, after the game, etc. As for the battery, here as you can see, in actually 15 minutes we do have 2% loss, so it's not that bad actually, because one PUBG match is almost 30 minutes, I think, 40 maybe maximum, maybe 20 minutes even. So yeah, I think you can play all of different games during the one single charge. As you can see, I'm down, but as for the performance, it's very, very nice. I don't really think that we do have any performance loss compared to the previous actually graphics section. Let me, for example, fly now to the different location. For example, let me fly over here. As for the PUBG, I really think that this is a very, very great idea to play on this phone, actually. This is not advertised as a gaming phone, but as you can see, I didn't fly to the... but as you can see, it feels just very, very nice and very, very clear. And as for the heat, what about the heat? I don't really feel the heat. I mean, heat is building somewhere here near the chip, of course, below the camera. But here, the battery, it stayed cool as for it now. So I think that OPPO did great in this phone. But we'll see what the Ultra brings to us in a couple of weeks. But as you can see, that's it for the PUBG. It just feels very, very nice. As for the battery, we have now 63%, so once again, 1% loss. I don't really think that we should notice a big difference because this CPU in this phone is very, very great. Just as you can see yourself, it doesn't have any lags, nothing. Here we have a lot of things. We can zoom in to the map, zoom out from the map, do everything. But let's move to the another game. This is not maybe a great example of the game that's very powerful to our phone, but I switched from the PUBG almost in a moment to the Brawl Stars, and it's, as you can see, very, very nice and smooth. So yeah, I really think that this is very, very nice actually. So yeah. And as for the Brawl Stars, here I don't really think that we have something to discuss here. It just feels very, very nice, is very, very nice, and yeah. So overall, with these settings about the great performance and animations, It just feels very, very nice. And summing this all up and coming to the conclusion, I really think that the phone feels very, very nice while gaming, and I can really recommend doing this. But as for the heat, let me tell you something about the heat. I don't know why, but in a moment actually the heat built up here, and maybe not that much, but the frame actually feels warmer, and here this place is warm. I don't know why, but I mean, I know why, because here we have the CPU, the processor, main thing of the phone, the brain of the phone, but I don't know why it came that hot in just a couple of minutes. And that's it. Hope it helps you have a nice day. Goodbye.
Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the camera comparison between the OPPO Find X9 Pro and the Vivo X300 Pro. So let's start off with the camera options. This phone has a zoom up to, as you guys can see, 100 times. Now, on the other hand, we have the OPPO Find X9 Pro at 120, and from my personal experience with both of the devices, the 100x looks definitely better than the 120, and it's all because of the cameras that both of the phones are using. So Vivo actually use better cameras for the telephoto zoom, so the 100x zoom. Now let's check the settings. They do not differ by much. Here we have the resolution, also the timers. Here we have the grid lines, levels, and shake, the effect, the watermark, manual focus, and smart focus, or the raw lighting. These settings are actually hidden here, so they're not shown just like in the Vivo, but you guys can find them here in the settings. So as you guys can see, the watermark here, and here we can basically find a lot of settings. As you guys can see, it's actually scrollable. Here we have everything like handy features, the camera systems, video, and photo. But if we enter more settings here, we actually have a category. So the first one is the general one. We have the watermark, keep settings. We have a lot more settings to actually customize our camera. Not exactly customized, but we can definitely do more things to it than we can to the OPPO Find X9 Pro. Here in the photo, as you guys can see, we do not have a lot of settings, but for this device right here, this is definitely a lot. It's much better. Sorry, not better, but it's definitely more of it. But if it's better, it's up to you now. Here we have the video settings. Now here we also have the video settings and the handy features, which this phone does not have. So the handy features here are probably the options that are all just thrown into the video, photo, and general at the same time. Now, as you guys can see, like quick mode, quick launch, smart suggestions about camera privacy, and the Lumo camera system. Here we have everything. And for the video, let's see the adaptive frame rate, like 430 FPS and 60 FPS videos. So as you guys can see, automatically reduce the frame rate in low light to enhance video quality, and you can turn on adaptive frame rate for 30 FPS videos or both. So this is totally up to you. Now here we have the codec, we have the bitrate, but we also have the bitrate right here. Now here we have 3D sound tracking, lock white balance, and high frame rate video stabilization. Here we can change the resolution for video, portrait video, pro video, slow-mo, time-lapse, spatial camera, and stage video recording. Here we can change it, so I put my rear and front at 4K 60 FPS, and the only way you can change it is, let's go to video. Here we can change it, and as you guys can see, let's also change it right here. Here we have 8K 30 FPS, but for this phone the max we can do is 4K 120 FPS. So if we go to 4K, then we can also select 120 FPS. If we go to 1080p, we have 30 FPS and 60 FPS. But if you go here, we also have an option to go with 120, And here we also have 720p, but I think nobody would use it and everybody would just switch to 4K to 120. So here you guys have 4K recording, and here we actually have the Dolby Vision settings for an example. Now if you want to zoom during a video, it goes up to 10, but for the Vivo it goes up to 20. So if you want to capture something else, then you can. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare the pictures. So let's compare the first images. As you guys can see, the left side is the Vivo X300 Pro and the right side is our OPPO Find X9 Pro. So this is how it's gonna go. And now let's zoom in on the Vivo X300 Pro. Let's zoom in to 87%. You guys can definitely notice those sharp details. But now whenever we try and zoom into 87%, these pictures are almost identical and they were taken right after the first one. As you guys can see, we do not have a sharp nose like we do with the Vivo. It's not that sharp here. The quality for the detail is definitely worse here. And as you guys can see, we may think that it's a cobweb, but it's actually not. And we can only notice it on our Vivo X300 Pro. So as you guys can see, even the jaw right here seems like it has some issues, and it looks definitely better on the Vivo X300 Pro. So I feel like this round right here definitely goes to the Vivo X300 Pro because of the quality and the eye for detail. Now the second picture, still the same head, but this time the scenery is different. We are not using even a tiny bit of the zoom here. And now as you guys can see, let's zoom in up to 87% too for both of the pictures. So let me quickly tell you guys that you may guess from now which phone is which. Of course, the left side is the Vivo X300 Pro and the right side is the OPPO Find X9 Pro. Again, the very sharp nose. This picture is very sharp and it makes it look like it's actually high quality, or if it was just drawn by somebody like an artist. So I feel like this picture right here is definitely a good example of how a camera is on the Vivo X300 Pro. Now for the OPPO Find X9 Pro, I feel like the camera did a great job, but still the nose is not actually accurate. So not accurate, but it still has its imperfections. Also, the jaw is completely blurry, and I feel like this round again goes to the Vivo X300 Pro. So the third round now, as you guys can see, those pictures have not been edited, and the left side Vivo X300 Pro, the right side is the OPPO Find X9 Pro. So this picture is definitely it has a lot of overexposure. As you guys can see, we can try and zoom in here. The detail is great for a camera like that, and here as you guys can see, we can definitely notice everything. So this picture I feel like is actually very great, and even the tree, if it's not like a main thing to focus on this picture, but the quality of it is definitely amazing. Now for the Vivo X300 Pro, I feel like the exposure here is way lower, and this picture I feel like it's worse because you cannot see the true colors of a picture. You can only see the sun that is just going on your screen, And here you can actually notice clouds on the OPPO Find X9. Here you guys can notice clouds, here you guys can notice everything. I feel like this picture has a little bit more life to it, if I can say it like that. Now, let's go back to the selfies. So, here we have the selfies camera, the left side, the Vivo, and the right side, the OPPO Find X9 Pro. So, as you guys can see, we can notice the eyebrows. They are very clear. The eye color is clear too. We can definitely see everything here. We can see the face perfectly. Of course, it's in the portrait mode. We can see everything. It's pretty accurate. It's very detailed. And for the OPPO, it's also very detailed. We can definitely notice the eye color here. We can notice the eyebrows, but I feel like the Vivo did worse on this one. So I feel like the OPPO Find X9 Pro definitely won the round, and it's my opinion, but I feel like this picture is much better. It has a lot of colors in it, and I feel like colors are very important. So yeah. Now let's move on to the next picture. So the left side is the Vivo X300 Pro. We can see the exact details. We can see everything. The colors are perfect here. For the OPPO Find X9 Pro, I can't say the same. The colors are completely different. This is somehow pinkish and this is red. This is pink, and of course, this is also pink, but definitely a different variant. You can see that there's a gap in the colors, so this round definitely goes to the Vivo X300 Pro. Now, the last thing we're gonna compare is the video. So this is the video of the Vivo X300 Pro. Now, it looks good, but I feel like in comparison to what the OPPO Find X9 Pro has to offer, it's definitely worse. So as you guys can see, both of those videos are actually full HD. So they do not give the same feeling of 8K or 4K 120 FPS. But here we have the full HD comparison. Now, this video has a lot more colors. It feels more realistic. It feels alive. And as you guys can see, this is definitely the round for OPPO Find X9 Pro. So that's it for the comparison between two of the great phones available right now. On the right side, we have the OPPO. I feel like it did an amazing job, but I feel like the Vivo X300 Pro has a much better camera. So let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on it, and if this video was helpful, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome. In this video, I will tell you about the top hidden features you need to know about on your OPPO Find X9 and X9 Pro smartphone. So the first one is the smart sidebar, where you have many different features like screenshot, screen recorder, your browser, files, phones, etc. Or you can either edit this list by adding some new features to it. And it also features a very cool feature, which is the file dock, which lets you easily store documents or media for fast usage. For example, you can go to your gallery, and if you want to save some photo from it for later, you can hold your finger down on it and drag it to save it in the file dock, and then you can find it here later. You can also, for example, go to your notes application, select your note, then part of your note, or basically part of any text on your phone, hold your finger down on it and also save it to file doc and have quick access to it. The next thing is the AI features on the smartphone, and there is plenty. Now just go to settings, open AI, and here you can find things like AI search, AI writer, AI translate, voice scribe recorder, and most importantly, Mindspace. But I want to talk about Mindspace later. Now the AI search will let you search the basically internet using the AI. You can also use AI writer to format your text, to generate text, to create the I forgot the name of it, but basically let me just show it to you. So this feature is available in the Notes application as well as some other applications. Now you can just tap on this pencil and you can write posts for your social media. You can format, polish, test, proofread the text. You can create mind maps. That's the name. That's what I forgot. That's what I forgot the name for. And the tables for your text. You can also find features like AI translation, which will let you quickly translate the text you say and translate it to other languages. In the AI translate menu, you can download an offline pack, one of the available ones, which will let you easily communicate with people in other countries once you download some of these specific packs, depending on the country you're traveling to. And also AI voice scribe, which will let you effortlessly summarize content from various media types into your selected formats. And AI recorder feature, which will let you record conversations or voice notes with automatic transcription powered by AI for easy live text conversion and later reference. Now, the Mindspace is basically the feature. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Most of this feature you have to enable like this in order for them to start working. And the Mindspace too. The Mindspace will let you save your memories using your snap button, but you're gonna have to configure it to do this. And so these memories will be summarized, will be categorized. You can also find related memories. You can create some mind maps maybe with it, and generally speaking, this works very conveniently. I'm just gonna show you how to create your own Mindspace, how to develop it. Go to the snap key in your settings menu and start using your snap key for Mindspace. Now, whenever you tap the Mindspace button, your current screen will be saved as a memory to your Mindspace. So you can, for example, save some, for example, I know, so some web page to it. You can also use your the 3 fingers swipe up instead, and it will be saved to the Mindspace. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like just in a moment. You can also create a voice memos by holding down the snap button and then saying something about what happens with you during your day. So today I had a great morning. My wife made me breakfast, and I went out to play with my dog, and something else happened. I don't know. Well, basically, your voice memo will be then transcribed into text and added to your Mindspace. Now, to quickly open the Mindspace, double tap the snap button, and you will see many different things here. For example, the wallpaper suggestion based on the based on one of the recent memories. Okay, so AI suggests me to download premium image of brown aesthetic phone wallpaper based on the memory that I sent to it. And we can also find all of these recent memories that we saved, and AI will summarize our memories so we can read them easily. It will also add some hashtags to it, and we can ask AI questions about this specific memory, and it will answer us. No, so sometimes sometimes it works better than other times. And yeah, about voice memos, as you can see, here is the AI transcription for the voice memo. Here's the hashtag about that explains what I've been talking about. And we can also add some remarks to it, so we can find the related memories, and we can also ask AI questions about this voice memory that we recorded, which is another great feature for your device. Now, also, the next feature I want to tell you about is the smart notification hiding. So in order to access this feature, you have to go to settings, then you have to go to notifications and quick settings, and then swipe down to more settings, and in more settings, enable smart notification hiding. Switch this toggle to the right, agree and continue. And then we're gonna have to enroll a face model for this feature to be active. So now let me enroll my face, and yeah, excuse me, it's gonna probably take a while. Okay, my face was added, and now my facial data will be used for smart notification hiding, so that the phone knows when it's me looking at the phone on the notification screen, and which will use AI to hide sensitive information on lock screen when someone else is looking at your phone, which is cool privacy feature for you. And the next thing is the next two things basically are floating windows and quick launch. They are I put them into the same category, as they are both accessed through accessibility and convenience menu in your settings. Here you can enable both. Well, no, floating windows are enabled by default. The only thing that you can change here is the window control. You can either use gestures for floating windows or buttons. Well, since I'm using gestures on my phone, I'm gonna use gestures for windows, for floating windows. We can also enable this wrap apps feature and adjustable transparency to adjust settings for overlapping window. And as for the quick launch, we have to swipe a little bit down, and here it is. We have to enable this feature, and here you can find the current quick launch menu. And basically what it does is that when you want to, when you pick up your phone and you want to quickly open some frequently used app, you can add it to this menu, and then let's for example add I don't know, maybe notes. Okay, then tap done. And now in order for this feature, to use this feature, you have to hold your finger down on the lock screen, and once your phone unlocks, you'll be able to open one of these quick applications on your phone, for example notes. And now we can write down some notes. And now the floating window features for gestures, it works like well, you just have to swipe up from the bottom of the screen and then select floating window, and then this window will be opened as a floating window. And now we can open another window on our phone that also supports the floating windows. we can add another floating window. Now this now our browser was hidden to the side, and we can easily access it at any time. And now we can basically open any other stuff that we want to do. So this is a cool multitasking feature, and I'm sure that you will find a way to you know, to start working with it and to make it useful for you. And the next feature is the partial screenshots. To take a partial screenshot on your phone, you have to hold your 3 fingers down on the start of the beginning of the screenshot, and then swipe down or swipe to the bottom or to the top in order to take a screenshot of some particular size, and then just tap this icon to save the new screenshot, and this is what it looks like. And the next feature is and the last one for this video that I want to tell you about is the quick search. So to use the quick search, you have to hold your finger down at the bottom of your screen, and then just draw a shape on your screen of what you want to find more about. For example, this mountain. And now we're gonna find out what this mountain is, and it's Mount Fitzroy, also known as Cerro Chatén or Mount Fitzroy. Okay, and it's a mountain on the border of Argentina and Chile. Okay, and we can find more pictures of this mountain here, and it's a set of all of the hidden AI features on this phone that I wanted to show you in this video. And I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.